I'm not as thick as I was before.
Skinny man up.
Yeah, I told you, bro. Gotta get back in the. What the fuck?
Oh, dub.
Oh my god, something just dropped. Yeah, I was watching that video. I was watching that 101. I was like, dang, bro. I said, I really lose weight fast as hell because that gut is not the same as it was before.
You
It's crazy. My
let me
mental.
down in that 101.
Yeah, I had to catch my second win, bro. That's my bad though. I did let you down.
I would have won that game.
You sure?
Nah, I'm injured, can't play. But if I was healthy, then
Get out of here.
I am injured. Foot injury, man. Like Bill
You
Walton, got bad feet.
you weren't winning that 101.
Respect my game, please.
You don't have to lie to me.
No,
I,
nah, we'll never know, but I would have won.
I'm mad they didn't get the misses though. Like they didn't get the misses at all.
That's the highlights, dub. You just made every shot. There was no misses. Last I remember, you guys were just making make.
Nah.
There's like maybe like 3 misses in the game, but overall,
They didn't even get the argument at the end. I thought they were gonna record the argument.
nah, man, good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize Bama traveled on that last one, but I did foul him.
Nah, J Rob be traveling crazy.
J Rob, yo, I didn't realize. I knew he traveled on like his pivots a couple times, but bro, when I seen his when he did his jab step and he he moved both his feet before the dribble, and I'm like, bro, what is wrong with this guy, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what he be doing, but
That was a funny ass
yeah, he
one,
needs to practice his footwork a little bit.
for sure. How's my footwork?
I mean, that first move of the game was nice. Other than that, you just started pulling threes, but
Yeah, but I told you, especially in that weekend, I was so drunk, bro. So like, that shit hurt. That shit hurt, bro. I was so hurt in that game, bro. I said, screw it though. I said, we out here. I told Bama. So when we went out to drink, when we went out to drink to watch the fight, I told him, I looked him dead in his face. I said, bro, I said, you know what I'm about to do? I said, I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna get back in the lab. I said, bro, you wanna play me like when I was like at 30%. I said, when we play again, you're not beating me at all.
mm,
I said you're not beating me, bro. I said I could promise you that. He was like, we'll see, we'll see. I'm like, all right, bet we will see, bro. Because I was severely out of shape. Look, you can even see the difference, bro. Like it's not the same at all. This is skinny tank top, bro, and that shit not even out there like that. So I'm telling you, bro, be back working out. I worked out today, hosted today, doing this today.
busy man.
Busy
I
man.
slept and then woke up and then went on the show. Busy day for me too.
Ah, your life is so easy. Life is so
Very
easy.
easy.
But enough about the PC weekend. I can't wait for more of those videos to be dropping because it was really like amazing. We got 12K views on that, so a 10-minute video getting that was actually pretty dope.
Which video are you most excited to drop? And then we can move on.
The hot wings, the hot sauce, that's like I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. I
Oh yeah,
hope.
because I didn't see what everyone else like. It will be a surprise for me. Like I only know what me and Chills was. That's the only one I saw. Everyone else I haven't seen, so I don't know what everyone else was doing. So it's gonna be a surprise for me to watch as well. I want to see how you guys would die and stuff. So that's gonna be interesting for me. I want to see the.
Me and Lowe's was like it was funny as fuck.
I heard J Robin Bammers was funny. That's what
J
I
Rob
heard.
J
I'm
Rob's in
looking
Bama
forward
was
to that.
funny.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
What else? That and then
Well, don't spoil all the content.
n-
They don't even know
nah.
what videos are coming. Like, if you just start saying, "Oh, we did this," like,
No. The three. I was only gonna say one more. The 3v3 John.
oh
Because
no,
JD
I
did
don't want. I
record that.
don't. They don't need to see Mars Stockton. They don't need to
They
see Mars
gotta
Stockton.
see
They
y'all. They
don't
gotta
need to
see
see
you and
Mars
Low. They
Stockton,
gotta
man. They
see
don't
you
need
and
to
Low
see that.
Ball. They gotta see you and Low Ball.
They
I'm
don't need
mad.
to see Mars Stockton.
I'm mad they didn't record the second time we did the 3v3 because I was really cooking the second time. than the first time.
Which one's the second time?
The second time when I kept hitting I hit like a couple pull up middies, and then I had a couple of like blow bys on you and Bama.
Was that the day you played 1-on-1?
Yes,
The day I was fouling you?
yeah, you were fouling me. That shit was hurting.
Dub, you're soft. It's cool.
Nah.
It's cool.
The thing
You're
is, I'm
soft.
fine with you fouling me. I'll never call the foul. But when what pisses me off about people sometimes where they'll be like, "Oh yeah, man, I really guard up," but like the way y'all be guarding up is like a foul every time. I'm like, y'all don't really guard up, bro. So it really gets me tight.
No, like you running into me is not a foul on me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna call that a foul. Like if I run into someone, I'm not gonna say they fouled me. Like,
Bro,
nah, get out of the way.
did JD record it? Was JD recording when I grabbed the offensive rebound and then put it back up? Was he recording it that one on Bama?
I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if JD was still there at that time. I think he had to go pick Chill up. Was it not Chill from the airport? He had to pick someone up from the airport. Right?
Chill. I think it was chill.
Yeah, so I don't fully remember, but any of the games where I was in slides don't count.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's why I wanted it the second one, but the first one was funny though. Especially Ben.
Bama was having a terrible day.
Listen,
like,
that's why
if we had the Bama lowlights from day one. Oof.
That's why I tell people, bro, Bama needed that 1-on-1 win. I didn't mind him winning like that. I was like, he needed it. I'm cooling. Yo, I keep looking. That behind the back Bama did caught me so off guard. Did you watch it? Like it caught me way off guard.
I mean, Bama's a hoop. Bama was making some tough finishes. I'll be real. I didn't expect that.
Me too. He did. I'll give him that. But I want to hear about this.
Won, but it's fine.
I want to hear about this air attacks formula.
I was wondering if you made this title expecting me to explain it. I didn't want to explain. I want to keep the formula to myself.
No, I need to. I made this title specifically for that because y'all keep talking about this air attacks formula.
Well, I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Like, I need what equations is this? What are you talking about? Gotta respect the air attacks formula developed at George Orwell Technical University by the best analytical minds. 16 pages of equations, not perfect, but the best we got. What is this?
It's the air attacks formula, Dub. It's how you translate a player's stats across different eras. It's what you got to do so you know that Larry Bird is actually a better scorer than Kevin Durant when you air attacks. Because a lot of people just use blind stats and say, this guy's averaging 30, this guy averaged 20. They don't understand air attacks and how different eras play into a player's stats. So what you have to do is you have to use the air attacks formula to understand how the stats would look in today's game or in a different time. That's all it is. Now, am I meant to leak the formula? I don't know if I can do that for free. Me personally, that's a formula that I want to keep to myself because right now I'm the only person with access to the formula on Player's Choice. So I have higher knowledge. So Dub, I'm going to need an explanation on why I should just release the formula to you and the public.
It's called not being a selfish asshole. And
yeah, that's not going to do it for me. I'm going to need more reasons. That's gonna let me I'll do this for the people. Dub, give me a player, any player, and I'll transfer their points per game in their best season to modern day standards. I'll do that for the people. I'll do that for free.
Bill Russell.
Okay, let's do Bill Russell. Let me just find Bill Russell's stats. Hold on. You can talk to the people while I do this.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Bill Russell. That's gonna be the one that's gonna be dope.
Okay.
And the fact that
it gets a bit sketchy with like players like Bill Russell because they didn't have per 100 possessions until
the fact y'all was letting Chilltown lie up there was like, I was like, fuck it. I said, I'm not doing this.
Nah, he was spitting, man. Bill Russell's the GOAT.
Shut the hell up. And you know he was lying. You know they was all lying. The thing is the chat didn't watch it, so it's like I don't expect the chat to really know. So they just sided with him.
Bill Russell's looking like about 16 points a game, not gonna lie to you.
16 points a game, how many rebounds, how many blocks?
Oh, you want rebounds and blocks and everything? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
16 points a game. Damn, I only got like 5 hours of sleep. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a bit tired.
He's yeah, 19 rebounds a game.
How many
Mm.
blocks?
Blocks, they blocks don't happen for Bill Russell. They don't exist. I can't do that.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
If you give me a player, I think
Kareem.
1970. Okay, let me do Kareem. Okay, I can't remember what year it was that they have per 100 possessions. 1974 is when it starts. That's when it's most useful.
Do 76. Do 75. Because I think those were
75.
one of his better years.
75. Okay, that was the year I think he broke his hand and missed in time. But yeah, 75.
Oh wait, let me check.
Okay.
Does it adjust the minutes per game or at all or no?
Don't worry, though. Okay. So we got that, and then here's what we got to do. Just using a calculator.
Oh,
But how's your day been, Doug?
I'm not gonna lie. After this, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm tired. I like it because I'm finally getting back to my sleep schedule of like waking up at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So woke up at that time, worked out a bit, took a shower, ate some food, did the panel and shit. But I went to bed still like at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I just gotta account for that.
3 o'clock in the morning. Nah. You was playing Among Us with us. Well, I
Yeah,
played that one game with you guys, but
yeah. I was playing Among Us, and then I was still on my phone after that. I told you, like you could tell when we was at Seattle, like I don't get a lot of sleep.
yeah, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, I just be doing extra shit for no reason.
So what you do is I just got to do a little calculation.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'll do. I'll do boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then you do boom, boom. 29.4. 29.4 points per game. 29.4 points per game.
That's believable. How many rebounds?
Rebounds, we're talking about 1975. So then what you do is you do boom, 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 boom. The boom is like crucial for the formula. Rebounds is 18.2.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, this
18.2.
this is just wrong.
It's facts. It's the Aerotax formula, dub. He's 29 and 18.
The formula's
Aerotax
just
formula.
wrong.
Aerotax formula.
It's blatantly wrong, Mars.
Dub, you can send the link out to people. I'm sure there's other people who are aware of the Aerotax formula.
Send it. I'm back here.
Oh, Dub, now you're making me do your job. That's crazy.
Hey, I had to do a lot of job hosting y'all motherfuckers. And then I had to prolong a debate about Bill Russell that I didn't feel like doing, but I was like, screw it. I was like, just because we didn't have a lot of topics, I'm like, let me prolong this as much as possible. I had to allow myself to get cooked. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah,
We're here.
you got cooked badly.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I know I did.
Oh, Dub.
Yeah.
But Dub, why you? It seems like you support Aerotax, but then when I give you the formula, you don't support Aerotax.
I don't believe in that formula. That's why. It's called basketball, not basketball.
But that's what Aerotax is.
No. You just watch them play, man.
So
Just watch
not
them play
Aerotax.
basketball. You just watch them play basketball. You see who's good, who's not good. Who's just not like that, bro. They're just not like that. That brand of basketball is just trash, bro.
Hello, Lolo.
Yo,
Hello, Junior.
what's
He's
going
the only
on,
person
man?
who pulled up, so it's just us three for the whole show.
Facts.
Hey, nice.
Don't smile at me like that, man.
By the way, Chill's Luka agenda is getting worse, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed.
What Luka agenda? What has he done?
I mean, I think my hypothesis is Chill is trying to ever so slightly move Jason Tatum into the Luka Doncic tip. So he's just going to keep chiseling away at everything Luka Doncic does so that he can make the argument that Jason Tatum's a better player. Even though he's not. But that's what I believe Chill is doing. That's my
Assumption.
theory. That's my theory.
You don't think he's projecting? Like for
Turn
next
your
year?
cameras
Or right
on.
now?
Turn your cameras on, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
someone
think
in the
he's
back is
projecting?
called L Formula, but they spelled formula wrong. So I'll spell it.
Wow.
But carry on, though.
Yeah, so you think he's projecting, or are you talking about like him right now?
I think he's just hating.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to put Jason Tatum on a pedestal.
I think Tatum
which is
he takes I think he's already a great defender, but if he takes that next step, like, and then he becomes like that great playmaker, he can definitely be better than Luka. But that's we gotta wait for that. Maybe next year, who knows? I think Luka's better right now, just off his
Luka is
playmaking and
better.
scoring.
You're correct.
Yeah. Yes.
Luka's
But
clearly better.
do you have any thoughts on the air attacks formula?
Nah. If it can be used to push some agendas for me, I'll appreciate that. Some of these old players are kind of gassed up. What's Jason? Can you look up Jason Kidd's 02 year or whatever his best year was?
It works best for points per game, but I'll look up points.
I
And
think
assists
Jason Kidd might have like 15. That probably average out to like
Jason Kidd 02. Okay, let's do this.
Because I look at Kidd, I looked at his numbers, and he's really inefficient for someone who's 6'4" and has a distinct height advantage.
When you say 02, you're talking about 2001 02 or 02 03?
Yeah, 0102.
Okay.
I just question about Kidd. What is it about Kidd? I don't really see it at all. I don't see him as a top 5 point guard at all. I don't see.
You're fucking lie. That's why.
Yeah,
he's not top 5, bro. I don't see.
You're a
it.
lie.
I don't see it at all.
You're just a lie.
Is there something I'm not looking at? What am I missing about Kidd? I don't see it.
You just don't know basketball.
Yeah, I don't think you're watching the games, buddy.
Because think about it, he's inefficient.
How many games of Jason Kidd have you seen?
Like 4.
God. There's nothing to talk about.
Is it 10? Bro,
huh?
You can really tell if someone can hoop off one possession. You know that, right? You can really tell if someone can hoop.
And he can hoop. What?
Jason Kidd was about 18. Jason Kidd was about 18 and a half points a game.
No. You don't get to pull that card. You don't get to pull that card, sir. I know you don't hoop. You do not hoop. So you can't pull that card.
Nah, I don't hoop anymore. I used to be cold back in grade school. But
get the fuck out of here, man. You talking about middle school?
Funny enough, it was middle school, actually.
Yeah.
He was 18 and a half and 12 and a half assists.
Bro, I played in middle school. I played in 5th grade, bro. I'm not gonna use that as a point. No, what the hell?
No, I didn't say I can't hoop anymore. I can't even go right, bro. I'm a lefty, so I can only go left. So that's
bro, can you finish with your right? Can you make a right-handed layup?
Yeah, I can though. But under contact, I can't do it. To be honest, I can't. It's got to be a hook shot. To be honest, I've been working on this hook shot.
Yeah, pack him up, Mars. Pack him up.
Oh, damn, you're packed up.
Pack him up. There's no way you
go 18 and a half points and 12 and a half assists is Jason Kidd's air attack stats for today.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, so now you believe in the formula, Okay.
What's up?
I still don't believe in it. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't.
It sounds like you believe in the formula.
What's up, Xander?
Oh, we got Michael Jordan. Nice.
Mark, is that air attacking per 75 or?
Hey, brother.
I can't give up too much information. I can't say if it's per 75 or per 100 or per game. I can't give up too much.
Hold on, Mars. Xander, everything cool?
Yeah.
It's just I get a little static when you talk.
Oh,
so
I got one AirPod. I'm not doing it.
Gotcha, brother.
So I have a question for you, Mars. So what would be the air attacks for today's game?
Give me a player and tell me an era to put them in, and I'll tell you their stats.
Let's say Giannis in the 90s.
Give me just one random year in the 90s, and I'll put him there.
95. Wait. Is that the short?
Okay.
Is that the short and 3-point line, Mars?
Yep.
No. 93.
Okay, Giannis in 93. Okay. Let me just do that for you guys.
No, too relaxed.
Okay, so
Mars, what's preventing you from giving the formula to Dub?
Dub doesn't deserve the formula.
I'm not gonna use it ever in my life. I don't even care about it. I just want everyone else to know. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Everyone else doesn't deserve.
I mean, you technically already air attached though, Dub.
I air attacks with my eyes. I just look at somebody's game and be like, "This shit is not gonna work."
Yeah, like when you see Magic Johnson can't shoot, man, you're like, damn, that's not
That's
probably
just not gonna work. Set shot, a guy relying on set shots and occasional
Post up.
off the dribble pull ups. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
So based off that logic, Kobe will be the GOAT if you air test, right? Because you can play multiple eras. He'll be. I think today
He might, bro.
Oh my
We talk
God,
about this all
stop
the
it.
time, bro. He
because
really may be.
he could play in today's game easily with the ample spacing. We always saw what he did in 2000s. In the 90s, they had illegal defense. He'll face a lot more one-on-one actually with the best one-on-one players. In the 60s, you know, they'll think he's like Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
He's already black. He's already black Jesus.
They gave
Larry
that
Bird
man-
called him God, bro.
That was Jordan.
Oh, you talking about Kobe?
Yeah, Kobe. I'm saying Kobe. He's probably the most portable player. So when if you air tax, technically he's the GOAT. They'll probably be like LeBron too.
Giannis is looking at about 27 points per game. 27 points per game.
It's
Okay.
gotta be per 75, bro.
I want to tell y'all this.
Oh
right?
no! If I did a per 75, it would be 32.6.
Really?
I want to tell y'all this.
Bro.
And love,
Okay.
Giannis per 75 in 93 is 32.6.
that's crazy.
I mean, in today's game, he's 34.5 per 75 or something.
Damn, we gotta talk about Kareem, man. The air tax telling you that he can translate to any era.
Yeah,
Fuck
Dub.
that shit.
Explain that, Dub.
Anyways, we're not just gonna be ignorant up here. Number one.
Dub, did you not hear 29-18?
Number
Yeah,
one,
does that?
Mars.
Who does that?
Number
Who does
one,
that?
number one, Mars.
18 boards.
This man, when I love to
That's
see my friends.
2020.
I love to see my friends succeed, man. I love to see my friends on the right side of history, bro. And the emergence that Low is on right now about the eras, about the 60s and 70s basketball, the change in rotations of his all-time lineups, like it brings a tear to my eyes, bro. It really does. I was damn near crying about it last night. The revelation that he's coming to where it's just trash eras of basketball, man. He's finally coming around. I've been fighting this battle alone for about a year now, and it's just great to see how another fellow basketball savant, man, is just coming around and learning the game, bro. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful to see. So,
Dub, I'm not gonna lie. You keep spouting this nonsense. I'm about to leave you to host the show.
Hey man, so like you can only face the people you're born against. Like I mean, like let's say like boom. Let's say the era was like filled with like me, Mars, and Dub, but the dude was just dominating, right? Won't he still be good because he's dominating your competition? That's what you're supposed to do if you're facing against a quote unquote trash competition, right? Like we see it like in high school, some of the top high school players. Like they'll question how good they are, but they're dominating the game. Like Zion Williams in high school, people question the competition he faced, but he was dominating competition. And you see it translate. Why can't a player like in their era, like Kareem, dominate their era and won't?
why do we care about basketball players dominating overseas leagues at all?
I respect Mike James.
I respect.
Do we care about any players dominating leagues overseas? Yes or no?
I respect.
I think we care about some Euro players. Like when Luka was dominating, people care.
Nah, they said he's still gonna go number one.
Do they care about?
No, they said he would. They ain't like him coming.
Nobody. Let's be real. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about anybody who plays in a league that's not the NBA. So in my head, even though the talent back then is probably comparable. The talent in like international leagues is probably comparable to the talent in the 70s and 80s. So if I'm not going to give a fuck about those leagues, why should I give a fuck about the past leagues?
Okay, so who's better, Dub? Shaq or Walt Frazier?
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Mars. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
No,
Don't
you
do
said the
this to me.
talent's similar.
Don't
Dub.
do this to me. Don't do this to me.
That's a great question.
I have
That's a
not
great
watched.
question.
I have not watched enough tape on Shaq.
You're not caught up with the Shaq film, man?
I watched I watched a few, but nothing too crazy.
Based on what you've seen, who would you rather have? Oh my god. Dub.
Based off of what I've seen, Dell's better than Walt Frazier, actually.
That was better than Walt Frazier? Yeah.
Dell's better than Walt Frazier for sure.
Cool.
Like pretty clearly. I'm not even in my head. Like I've seen Dell. Pretty clearly Dell's better. I haven't seen enough of Shaq. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I haven't. Would I write it off though?
Okay,
No.
so Dell or Rick Barry?
Come on, boys.
The
Dell?
granny free throw.
Come on, boys.
Okay,
Dell-
so that's the
Dell
70s.
or Elgin
Dell,
Baylor.
Dell or James Worthy?
Respect
That would
James
actually-
Worthy, man.
That would actually be a good one, actually.
Do you take it?
That would actually be a really good one, actually. We're talking about 5-on-5 or 1-on-1.
Whichever one gets you to say Dell.
Dell will beat him 1-on-1 for sure.
Okay. Dell or Dominique Wilkins?
Oh,
OG run and dunk.
Come on now.
oh. Dell's 1-on-1 game is tough.
Just answer the question, Dell.
Give it to Dell.
Dell or Larry Bird?
Dell.
Dell or Scottie Pippen?
Dell.
Okay, so we're going through the 70s, 80s, we're in the 90s.
2000 now. Dell or Kerry Kittles? Or is that too low?
What the fuck? Why would you bring up Kerry Kittles?
I don't know.
Kittles.
All right, how about Ron Artest? Ron Artest, he's a good player in 2000s.
That would actually be nice.
Yeah, Dell or Ron Artest.
That would be tough. I don't. Depending on if Ron is hitting, I'll give it to Ron.
Dell or Sean Marion?
Damn, bro.
Dell or Sean?
Mm-hmm.
The
Sean's
2000s
1-on-1
that
game is
works?
not like that though. Yeah, I'll give that. Yeah, Dell's 1-on-1 game is not. I don't.
Dell or Shane Battier?
Heat legends.
Yeah, that I don't know what you're talking about.
Dell or how tall is Dell? 'Cause I don't want to put him against.
He's like 6'8".
6'8". He's like 6'8", 6'9".
Okay, I know where you're gonna go, but I'm gonna ask Dell or T-Mac.
Oh no, that's easy, T-Mac.
What about Rudy Gay?
Not even close. Rudy Gay's gonna beat Dell for sure.
Dell or Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson will beat his
I
ass
saw
for
so.
sure.
Okay.
Come on,
Someone said
respect
Dell or
that
Lamar.
Joe,
Odom.
bro.
I like it. Dell or Lamar. Odom.
That'll be a good one. I think I'll give that one to Lamar actually.
Okay, let's do 2010s. Dell or Carmelo.
Mello.
Dell
Damn.
or Wings. I'm not gonna ask KD. That would be pointless.
He'll get
Trevor
no,
Ariza.
No.
Oh yeah,
Trevor Ariza.
Dell or Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley.
Okay, nice. Dell or DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar.
Dell or Julius Randle.
I actually have Dell there.
Nice.
I actually do have Dell, yeah.
Anyone else can chime in with some names here. I'm okay.
All right, Dell or I'm trying to think. Not Brandon. I was gonna say Brandon Ingram, not Brandon Ingram. Dell or
How tall is that?
Kyle Kuzma. Dell
May lose to Scotty too, but that one's a toss-up for me.
or Kyle Kuzma.
Dell or Kyle Kuzma. I think if what's his name? Yeah, Kuz. I think Kuz would probably win that.
Dell or Chris Middleton.
Luol Ding.
It would be closer than what people think, but I think Chris.
Tobias Harris.
Oh yeah, Tobias Harris is good.
Wait, what? You
Tobias
actually-
Tobias Harris.
Oh no, Tobias is tough. I don't think he's winning that actually.
Dell
Tobias.
or Andrew Wiggins.
Might be weird.
I don't know. I give it.
Jabari
I don't know. I actually don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know actually.
Well, just pick.
No, I really don't know. Like I haven't.
Okay, so just randomly pick.
I don't know. I'll go with Wiggins just because the chat can leave me alone.
Dell or Jimmy Butler.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Hey, Dell or Jimmy Butler.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dell or Jimmy Butler.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dell or Jimmy Butler. I know you don't believe in Jimmy Butler's bag. Dell or Jimmy Butler. I know you
Don't
don't.
do
Dell
that.
or Jimmy Butler?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dell or Jimmy Butler?
Don't do that.
I was waiting to ask about Jimmy Butler. Dell or Jimmy Butler?
No. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Be honest, Dub.
Oh
Be
my
honest. Dub, be
God,
honest.
no way. Yeah,
Be honest with us.
I gotta go with Dell on that.
Okay,
one, man.
Michael Porter Jr.
MPJ's tough. I think MPJ would be him.
What about Jeremy Grant, man? Portland legend.
That's a good one.
I'm not sure about Jeremy.
Brandon Ingram?
Can we done? I'm done. That's my last one. B.I. will be him. B.I. will be him. That's my last one.
I wasn't gonna ask about Paul George or Kawhi, but I'm glad you said Jimmy Butler was getting cooked. Good one. Nice.
See, I just know it, man. I just know ball, bro.
If it was really gonna get nasty, I was gonna ask current LeBron if I wanted to get nasty, but
current LeBron. No, LeBron's not. LeBron will lose. I mean, no. LeBron will win. LeBron will win.
Okay. Before LeBron had a jump shot, so like 06 LeBron versus Dell.
So like young for young LeBron.
Yeah, 1-on-1 3 dribbles.
Oh, young LeBron Dell. Young LeBron Dell. And 1-on-1 for sure.
Dell would win?
Young LeBron?
Yeah.
Like this like pre-07, right?
Yeah. Like
3 dribbles.
Second or third year LeBron. Second or third
like
year.
21 years.
I'm giving that to Dell, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
But LeBron now is actually LeBron now will be Dell.
What's the latest version of Bron that you think Dell would be?
Probably like that, like third year.
So once 08 hits, you're like, nah, 08 Bron got it, even though he still couldn't shoot.
Possibly, I don't know. I have to see it.
I think.
And on top of that, Mars, I just don't feel like seeing the chat type anymore. So I'm like, I'm just done.
Yeah, apparently you're the biggest Dell Glazer of all time.
Yeah, they could think that. Think I give a fuck. It's what I
Someone
think.
Someone asked, how did Dell not make the league if he's this good?
You're talking about 101.
It's 1-1.
This is 101.
I just need someone else to answer the question. I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, 1-on-1 doesn't mean you're an NBA player. If it did, the league would look drastically different.
The funny thing is, people saying this guy lost all credibility. Y'all don't listen to me anyway, so why the fuck would I care about what y'all think? Like, it makes no sense.
Ooh.
Why would I care about credibility?
Yeah, if you want to come up and cook Dub on why he's wrong, then I mean this is the show to do it. But people don't want to come up with their cameras on, so
I'm
not familiar with.
If we air chats,
I'll put my camera on in a minute.
Nah, you
I
can.
haven't put up the Dell film on. I haven't watched the Dell film, so I can't comment on this.
Y'all talking about Dale? I thought y'all was talking about Dale Curry or something.
That's Dell D, man.
Huh?
Oh, you talking about Kevin
Dell D.
Durant? Dale?
KD.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear
He
you.
could beat Bron in his
All right,
third
so
year?
Mars, how far is this gap between Tatum and Luka?
That's funny.
You seem like you hate Tatum a little bit.
I definitely don't hate Tatum, but the gap between Tatum and Luka is like the same size as the gap between. Let me get two players who I think are. The gap between Tatum and Luka is like the gap between. Jimmy Butler and Paul George.
All right, and then my next question is, because I've been seeing a lot of discourse around Anthony Edwards. How do you feel about Anthony Edwards? Because I feel like he's been overrated at this point.
He's at top 25, I think. He's a top 25.
Well, I have a question. Do you think Ja is? You think he's better than Ja?
I think Shea Gilgeous is better than Ja.
Yeah, Shea's better than both.
No, Shea's better. I think Ja's still better than Ant. I think Ant has been like a little over. I think the thing with Ant is been going based off potential and not actually who he is. He doesn't have a really great in between game. His
His
3-point shot,
playmaking is not there.
his playmaking is not there, and his 3-point shot is good, but it's not like
You talking about Edwards?
yeah, Ant Man.
Bro,
I agree with what
and
MOC
is definitely
said.
worth-
This is why I agree with.
Booker's
Booker and
close
Tatum
to-
actually pretty close.
That's
but
a
people-
fact.
Devin Booker's closer to Tatum than
Y'all
Tatum.
disrespecting
That's
Ant
fine.
Edwards, bro.
Thank
How
you,
is he going?
Jesse.
How is he going to operate on that team with Rudy Gobert and Cat Claw?
No, I understand that,
Rudy
but
Gobert is Bill Russell in today's game, dog.
Yo,
My-
that's so bad, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
Yo,
That's
Chilltown was
wild.
really like getting me mad, and the fact that everyone was letting it get off, I'm like,
I think Ant better
not
than
doing
Ja
this.
Morant though.
I
John
think they're on
Morant.
the same
I
tier.
don't-
If someone says Ant's
Yeah.
better, I'm not gonna
Nah,
argue.
John Morant is
Yeah,
more
John
impactful.
Morant's still a John
I
Morant.
don't
You
think
know,
that. John
I
Morant
don't
is just
agree
so
with
bad
that. That
defensively,
team-
his
I
scoring
just think
is-
John Morant attacking the rim still attacks the rim at a high value. He's still a better playmaker than Anthony Edwards, and
He's a
also he
better
scores at a pretty good and he scores at a good volume. The defensive gap is pretty clear. I know Ant's clearly the better defender because Ja's one of the worst defenders, but I just think Ja for that team
And the jump shot.
makes-
He got a
Yeah,
better
and-
jumper
and
than him too.
I think
He got a better- I'm not gonna lie, my
I
biggest
think
thing
Ant
with
is a
Anthony
better
Edwards is
finisher, but
mid-range.
Ja gets to the rim more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ja gets to the rim more, and I just think he just scores at a more efficient rate for his team. Like what Ja does for his team is a little bit more valuable for his team. His playmaking value.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
what you talking about? Ja being more valuable to his team than Ant? Are you on
Right.
drugs?
And
Yes.
Look at the
Yeah,
rebound
Yeah,
last
remember,
year.
John
Offensively.
Morant's backup is the best backup point guard in the league.
It's a
Can't
fact.
Not anymore.
Mars,
It
what
was.
What was the record without Ja Morant last season?
What was it?
It was like 17 and 5, something like that.
18
20 and
and
2,
2.
20 and 2,
20 and
or something
2.
like that.
Yeah, it was
right?
something like that. Yeah.
What the fuck we talking about? Y'all just lying, bro.
No, I'm just saying. The thing with Ja, I just think he's like. Listen to me. I'm not the biggest Ja guy. I hate when people compare him and Trey. I think Trey's clearly better. I just think that Ant, they're in the same tier. I just think Ja still brings value to his team of his playmaking and the
Is
when
that
you do the
Spike
defensive rim.
Lee?
For me, yeah.
Oh my God, Mars, why did you let him back up? I thought it was Spike Lee for a second. My lord.
For me, I'm not gonna lie. I think
I wanted to
the
let him back up.
separate-
Why not?
I
Thanks,
don't.
Mars.
I'm not a big fan of Ant's mid-range game. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think the playmaking and passing from Ja makes him clearly the better player than Anthony
Wait,
Edwards.
you are a fan of Ant's mid-range
Personally.
game or you're not?
He's not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not.
Who's
I'm
mid-range
not.
game?
Yeah, I agree. I
I
thought you
would
said
want him
you
to
were.
be
I
better
was
in the mid
confused.
range. I like his ability to drive to the rim. I like his ability to create off the dribble from the 3-point. But that mid range is a work in progress. I think once he unlocks that, like he's gonna jump though, because that just unlocks a whole nother level of his scoring, like in the pick and roll.
I think
And
his
opens up his
playmaking
drives
is
even
most
more.
important. I think what makes a superstar is being able to play make for your other players. And I think that's being overlooked.
So Melo was never
a
never-
superstar.
Look. Melo's gravity made him a superstar.
Man, Melo was never really
I
a
love it.
superstar.
I love it.
And Melo was my favorite player, but I don't ever think Melo was a superstar.
Oh,
'Cause he don't-
Man,
but
get out
the
of here.
gravity,
I
Get
don't.
out of here.
Man, you're just
Come
a hater, man.
on.
Melo's
29 a
early
game
years
for
in
how
New
many
York,
years,
he
bro?
was
If
So-
you think
When
I
Melo
don't,
when
bro.
Melo was
Sorry,
battling
yeah.
Kobe in the conference finals.
Yeah, I was gonna say when's peak Melo? When's peak Melo?
yeah,
Like
what
09?
year?
Like
What year is
Denver.
Melo a superstar? If he is a superstar,
it's like 09 to
09 for
Yeah.
sure. Melo was a superstar.
He had like a good 5 years.
You think 2013 was a superstar?
Is that the year he got that MVP vote?
And the
against
Knicks?
the
So what is a superstar?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
like
right.
how
Superstar
popular
MVP
he is?
vote right there.
Yes, sir.
that's
Come on.
crazy.
So when you let your
When you-
Knicks to the playoffs, he was never a superstar to you, Brandon?
No.
No, man. I just thought he was a
Also,
star player.
Embiid is not a superstar. I don't know why we throw that superstar
Mm.
tag
I don't
around.
think there's
MVP not a
superstars in the
superstar.
league.
That's crazy.
I love
don't think
Melo,
Because he
bro.
cried
I'm
for a
Melo
fucking MVP.
fan, but
Hey, he cried for one and got one. I mean,
He
I
got
never.
No, that was
never-
Kendrick Perkins who cried for that one, actually.
no, Kendrick Perkins just made sure that everyone who voted for Jokic.
No, I think Joel's a superstar though.
No.
Let me ask everyone: who's the best player that you would have never considered a superstar?
Oh wow, the best
Embiid.
player.
Like when they came into the league, or
No, just someone like who's the best. Like, for example, if you never thought
Non-superstar?
LeBron was a superstar, who was the best player, the highest ranking player that was never a superstar in your opinion?
Was Jimmy Butler
I thought-
a superstar?
I thought Dame on that
In
list
your
too.
opinion, would you call them a superstar?
I don't think
I'm gonna
Jimmy
go Kyrie.
Butler. Even in my mind frame, I don't think Jimmy Butler is a
Probably
superstar.
like Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I'll say Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Now y'all fucking lying because he's
Bro,
not. He's a
lying. That's
superstar.
subjective though.
No,
Like
he's
it's
a
my
superstar.
Well,
that man made Nike.
saying T-Mac, John Stockton,
T-Mac was a superstar.
T-Mac is not a
T-Mac
superstar.
was a superstar though.
that's
T-Mac
a
not a
subjective
superstar.
term.
T-Mac.
That's
T-Mac was a
subjective.
superstar.
Are y'all
Crazy.
T-Mac shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame.
T-Mac shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
He should not be in the Hall of Fame.
Yo,
Explain that.
Valid.
Whoa, that's kind of crazy. Wait, Dub, are we including marketability?
This is crazy.
Are we including marketability too when we say superstar?
It's how it's
You gotta
I'm
include
not.
that then.
Probably the best player, then probably like Blake Griffin. I never considered him a superstar.
This
When you
man,
guys speak.
Tracy McGrady,
I
was
like
telling
Chris
Tim
Webber.
Duncan,
I like Chris Webber.
fucking Kevin Garnett, and Gilbert Arenas. Be like, bro, we only doing this shit for like 30
And he
years.
didn't win.
You guys want to hear the hottest?
He
take?
had
Do you-
stayed, bro.
You think Gilbert Arenas?
Yeah, what's up?
Mars?
In 2003, Tracy McGrady was a bigger superstar than Tim Duncan.
Yes,
That's not
yes.
crazy. That's not a hot take.
Vince
That's
Carter
a
was a
fact.
bigger superstar.
That's not-
I
that's
thought
not
it was your take.
No, because like Tim Duncan was a boring
That's
game.
like marketability.
Tim Duncan was a boring. Because Tim Duncan had a boring game. Like
So people with 1 or 2 good years in the NBA
When I
is a
was a
superstar
kid,
now.
Vince
No, like-
Carter was more popular than Kobe in 1999
What's up, KB?
when he first came in the league. I swear.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah. if
wait.
you-
So
Word
as a
was-
superstar.
Vince Carter. They
So
won
is
a
Dame
trophy
more of a
and Shaq
superstar
got
than
the
Jokic?
winning. Vince
Dame,
Carter
no,
was
but I
probably
do
the most
think there are
popular
players
player.
who aren't as good who are more of a superstar than Jokic. But Dame's
Well, y'all think Dame's a superstar?
no.
No.
I think
Marketability.
We got
I'm talking about
No.
marketability
five
wise.
superstars in the league.
I think
Well,
there's
he
been
might
years he
be
was
the
a
best
superstar.
one then if you don't think he is superstar.
I don't think Jokic is a superstar, but
You don't?
Is Dame a
Jokic
superstar?
is
No.
Do you really
Jokic
think
is
so?
a
like
superstar.
top
Marketability,
15 in
vanity
jersey
stuff?
sales. So.
I mean, but I've said this, mate. Steph, LeBron, maybe KD.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Those guys-
Yeah, I think Giannis is a
popular.
superstar.
Yeah, it's those four. That's
Nah,
that's
Giannis
That's
is a
Mars'
superstar.
crazy definition.
What about
You
Luka?
saying,
I mean,
you saying as far as popularity, Mars?
He says
I
that
think Luka-
popularity.
yeah,
He
yeah.
says
I think
popularity
Luka is a
overseas.
superstar.
I know what you're saying.
But
I
it's
think
not just
Luka
popularity. It's about you have to be
Yeah, I
good
understand.
enough plus
Yeah.
the popularity.
So Kyrie a superstar in that aspect.
he's not.
No,
He's not good enough. He has the
You
popularity.
gotta
but he's not
be.
good enough.
Everybody.
So like,
he's super
That's what I said.
popular.
He has the popularity, but he's not good enough.
I think
Man,
Luka.
he's
I think
top
Luka's a
five.
superstar.
LaMelo
Top
Poole
five
had the
point guard.
popularity, but he
Top
wasn't
five
good
point.
enough.
No, he's a
I
top
Zion
don't know.
Williamson had
Kyrie
the
was good.
popularity.
LaMelo's not even a star player to me, man.
That's
A
I
star
gotta
player?
You have
That's
to have both.
crazy.
You have to have both.
He's a
I'm out on
borderline
LaMelo.
all-star
Drag.
caliber guy.
I'm out on LaMelo.
He's been hurt. I mean, he was hurt his last season.
Why y'all lying?
And he's not
I don't
consistent
know. I
enough.
don't even feel like y'all watch enough Charlotte games for you to say that. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
like plus he was
Well,
hurt
he
his
was
That's a
last
hurt
season.
fact.
this year, so that was
Mark-
That's why he's not a star though, because he doesn't make me want to watch him.
What?
What?
It's,
Oh,
that makes
LaMelo-
sense.
That's your
LaMelo's
fault.
game
I don't-
nice.
LaMelo flashy as hell. I don't know what
He
you
was one of
watching,
the
bro.
most exciting players to watch.
wait, Lamelo's a
Out
superstar.
loaders from the free throw line.
What?
Free-point
Who's-
No,
line.
LaMelo's not a
lying?
superstar. He's not a
Who's lying
superstar.
today?
What?
I'm not watching a shot jacker that passes.
But wait, I got a
No,
question.
Who said
no.
LaMelo-
LaMelo?
Who said
What?
LaMelo is one of the most exciting players to watch?
He is
He is
exciting to
not.
watch.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch somebody
don't
miss
find
all
that
their shots.
One of them.
Bro,
Demo.
a floater from the 3-point line. That's not exciting to you?
I'm not saying he's the most. I'm not saying he's the
That's a
most.
dumb shot.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
particularly
dub.
excited about watching
I'm not
LaMelo.
saying he's the most exciting player, but he's saying one of the
He's
like.
not even
Yeah,
one of
he
the
is.
most. Is he even top 10? Trey Young,
Yes.
John Morant, LeBron, Stephen Curry.
LeBron's not exciting to watch though.
Yeah, I don't know why you expect
Yeah.
LeBron.
All right, Luke. All right, Luke.
Who
I
would you
mean,
rather watch, LeBron or LaMelo?
LeBron.
LeBron.
LeBron's not exciting to watch.
LaMelo game
Yeah, he's not.
isn't.
Who would you rather watch, LeBron or Donovan Mitchell?
I'm watching
He
LeBron
makes
over
us
90% of the
more
league.
LaMelo?
I'd rather watch
Everybody
He
going
makes
I'd
us
rather
more
watch
I'm
LeBron.
watching Bron off the
LaMelo?
name, not because of his game though. I'm watching off name.
What's that? Kyrie?
Bron,
Did I
they-
say Kyrie?
people
Did I say
watch
Kyrie?
Bron.
Kyrie. Of course. Kyrie's always one of the most
People watch
exciting players.
LeBron so they can have the agendas to push about LeBron.
Yeah,
It's not because
that's
they think that was going
That's
on.
me. That's me.
Giannis is more exciting than fucking LaMelo.
The only reason why they watch.
All right,
is
fine,
because
young
he's
players,
like-
fine,
he's
young
38
players. But he's
doing
still
what he does.
exciting.
Yeah, LeBron's not exciting to watch. I'm sorry.
So I have a question,
To
Doug.
me.
All right,
mean?
I don't like
He's
Giannis.
38
I
and
don't like
still
Giannis
talking
I
either,
do
though.
like watching LeBron.
So you think
Y'all
Jaden Ivey's more
Nah,
exciting to
like,
watch
wait,
than
you
LeBron?
like just watching someone stare at the ball and shoot a three.
The
Like,
rim
Lee,
pressure.
fuck you.
The
Lee,
rim
fuck
pressure.
you.
So this is what he does. Like that when he
Nigga said-
drives through traffic and shit. It just
but he
be laying
doesn't do that no more, dog.
Yeah, he a tough
he was
He
doing
do
it
all
in the
that.
regular
Like,
He
season.
play
09
boogie ball
LeBron.
now.
Great to
We
watch.
texting LeBron because he old
But
now.
now LeBron,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
shooting a bunch
The
of threes
bars
at
is
20%.
trolling.
Like, what's fun about that?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
good.
it's the
dog.
aura
That's
that
not
we
good.
get.
He was
What
pissing me
carries
off.
LeBron and his team is the aura, though. The aura's still there. But
LaMelo
like,
not exciting to watch like
I,
that.
you don't pay
I mean,
attention.
Sleeping on LaMelo, bro. You gotta go watch some Hornets games.
I mean,
bro.
do you watch the Knicks?
Luka's more exciting to watch. Dame's more exciting to watch. Jalen Green's
I
more
gotta-
exciting to watch.
Dame is a hard watch.
Like, what are we
I mean,
doing?
I don't know. Like Luka's exciting, but like he's
I
not
like
one of my
Kyrie,
exciting
man.
what is he more? What do you watch?
Kyrie is one of the most exciting.
What
players
kind
to
of
watch.
like?
Ain't
That's
no more,
facts. Yeah,
ain't
Kyrie,
nobody
for sure.
more dazzling than Kyrie. What I seen in Cleveland when I was used to watching, I used to be like, dude,
I
could
think
do
Kyrie in
whatever.
Brooklyn was more exciting to watch, in my opinion.
Kyrie
he
in
was tough in
Brooklyn was
Brooklyn.
crazy. Like, what are we talking about?
Kyrie in Brooklyn
Kyrie
was
was
putting up
crazy,
mixtapes
bro.
every game. It was
Oh
ridiculous.
my god, bro! I'm talking about LaMelo.
Steph's exciting to watch, but like mainly like 2021 Steph. When he's just running around off the ball, man. But when he's like,
those are legal
I ain't
screens.
gonna
Those are
cap.
legal
nah, I'm
screens.
gonna be honest. Watching Steph run around off ball. Nah.
Okay, let
But
me
when,
see.
when he's
It's
on
really
ball,
exciting.
Steph's
No, no,
exciting.
no,
Hey,
wait,
Mars,
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 let me
you
ask you
want
a
to be
question.
really nasty?
Westbrook.
Jordan Poole more exciting to fucking watch. So pool party outside. What are we talking about?
Jordan
man?
Poole is more exciting to watch than LaMelo. He is.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Facts.
You know, it's
the aura,
it's-
though.
It's
the
getting
aura.
nasty.
It's the
Yeah.
aura. I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Facts.
the aura
It's
is here.
starting
Jordan
to get
Poole more excited than LaMelo.
nasty.
Jordan Poole's got a saucy
Jordan's
handle.
more
So,
exciting.
yeah.
When
I'll
Jordan
go
Poole
with
be
that.
hitting, bitch, I'll be like,
Yes.
damn,
And then when you watch the
bruh.
next
Oh,
game
yeah,
when
he
he's
got
sticking it up,
sauce,
you
though.
piss at your television.
LaMelo be done.
That's the same thing with LaMelo
Nah,
in the regular
LaMelo
season.
Y'all just go watch the Hornets,
Hornets.
Jordan
I
Poole.
watched the Hornets a lot of second
He's more
year. I don't know
exciting to
about
watch than
this year.
LaMelo. I don't know what to say. Zach
Hey,
LaVine.
Dub, you don't remember we had that episode?
Wait, who'd you say?
What
Mars,
episode?
who'd you
Who
say?
was Jordan
Zach
Clarkson?
Zach LaVine?
Same player.
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan
Nah,
I'm not
Clarkson.
watching Zach LaVine either.
Jordan
I don't know
Poole.
about
Yeah,
LaMelo.
that's
Hey, if you
There's
ain't watching
a
Zach
difference
LaVine,
between-
I don't blame you because
There's
DeMar
a
same
DeRozan.
difference
guy.
between being, you can be better than someone, but be less
Wait,
exciting.
I wait, Mars. I have a question
Yeah,
about
like,
DeMar DeRozan.
I'm sorry, Vince Carter was more exciting to watch than Tim Duncan.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
really better.
So, like, with DeMar DeRozan, how long have you been like on this train? This DeMar DeRozan, not hate train, but it's like he's mid train.
The
Why do
honesty
you bring up
train.
you?
Yeah, the honesty train.
Ever since I think I gave up on DeMar in like 2017, I think. Which
Oh,
year?
yeah.
What's the year they played the Pacers and went 7 games, and I think they won this.
2016.
16, 17.
I gave up on him that year.
Yeah,
I
that
gave
series
up-
should
I
not
gave
have went
up-
7, bro.
I gave up
What-
on him.
That's the year I gave up on DeMar.
Wasn't it like
I
the
didn't
one
even
or
watch
two
him
seed?
basketball then. What the fuck you
The
talking
Warriors,
about?
I gave up
Pacers
on him
were the
before I
7
even
seed
started.
And the Raptors were the 2 seed. Bro, that Pacers team was awful, bro. That shit should not have
Yeah,
been.
that was
Just giving up.
Paul George. That was Paul George, young Miles Turner.
It's still crazy to me
Paul
how the
George is more exciting to watch than LaMelo.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Paul George. Yeah, Paul. Of course, Paul
That's
George one of the
easy,
most
though. That's
exciting. Paul
easy.
George one of the most.
Hold on, who that Pacers team had?
Paul George was one of the smoothest games
They
ever.
had like
26.
Rodney
They have Monte
Stuckey
Ellis
on
on that
it.
team.
Monte Ellis, Ian Mahimi, bro.
Paul
those
George
bigs
more
were
exciting to watch than
garbage,
Tim
bro.
Oh
Duncan.
yeah, Mahimi, damn.
Mookie's
Kawhi is not the most exciting player to watch now.
Mookie, bro, stop it, bro. You don't believe it.
Kawhi
Paul
is
George
LeBron James
more exciting to
category.
watch
I
than
don't know.
Kawhi's game's not that exciting to watch.
Kawhi's in the
but
LeBron
playoff
James
wise, it
category.
is.
I'm a rotate.
Playoff wise, it is.
But a few of y'all staying because y'all came in later. But appreciate y'all.
Did you guys find peak James Harden entertaining?
Of course. What?
Yeah, great.
I just wanted to know how you felt about the free throws.
It was
I don't
efficient
know,
and
bro.
exciting. It was
I ain't
my-
really
that's
like
my
that
favorite
shit.
combination.
Yeah, so because I know some people aren't a fan of the free throws.
Because he used to
Cams
just
on,
dribble,
please. Cams on.
dribble all. He used to
You know what I'm
dribble
saying?
too goddamn much.
Bro, all that LeBron disrespect
Yeah, but-
crazy. How dare you
but
put
Primo,
Jalen Green's name
but
on
Primo.
LeBron?
Oh my
That's
god!
disrespectful.
Wait,
Don't
I'm not
ever-
doing it right now. I'm not
What
doing
you
it
say?
right now. Primo. So we're talking about James Harden.
Good job, Dub.
Was Jalen trying to defend LeBron?
Because Primo, the step back threes with people on him and everything. You feel me? The cuts to the basket, like Harden was.
I remember
on,
that, right?
Remember that?
But if you watch, like,
Yeah.
you know how we watched, you'll go on a 10-game stretch of watching somebody play. I just watched him dribble, run to
We
the
not.
lane, do that one
Jalen,
shit,
please
go
no,
to the
please no.
line 50 times. Like, I watched them
It does
games.
get annoying. I
Yo,
feel
Dub,
you
hear
on
me
that.
out.
It was
When I
getting
was
whack.
James is like my second favorite player ever. Like not ever, sorry. Well, one of my favorite players ever, my second favorite player currently, like during this whole entire 2010 run. When I watched him go up against the Warriors and fry my team, I was torn but happy. I'm like, look at this nigga cooking, man. But
destroying them. Remember when he had that crazy 3 with like all of them on him. I'll never.
But they don't remember when James hit the 3 on the Spurs though.
My life, hands down, bro.
OKC,
that game was
and the ref say,
yeah,
are you talking about what was it? That 2019 regular season game? Is that
yes?
Is that the same game that KD was like 17?
Yeah, he clearly slipped out of bounds, and they didn't say shit.
Yeah, I remember.
The rest love saving going to stay against the Rockets, but it's fine.
Yo, they really do.
I think Steph had like a go ahead or a game tie. I forget, but yeah, that game was crazy.
Who's like the lowest rated, most exciting player?
Lowest rated.
Gerald Green.
So like for example, like Jamal Crawford type, like someone who's extremely exciting, but they're not particularly like
Gerald Green.
For me,
Shannon Brown.
Yeah, Shannon Brown, Jalen Green, like the same player. They're high flyers who attack.
Jalen Green,
not Jalen Green. Gerald Green. Gerald Green. Listen,
you better fix that.
Gerald Green's exciting. That dude's a flyer. He can get hot.
Shannon Brown was.
Shannon Brown was.
Y'all can't tell me.
Okay, so you guys are just going for like major athletes, basically.
Yeah, that's
right. I'm just going off of what I grew up on, bro.
Someone said J.R. Smith. That was a good one. J.R. Smith is someone I was thinking of.
Someone said Terry here.
They said Jason Williams, but that's a low hanging fruit. Not gonna hold you.
White chocolate.
Yeah, Jason. There's a Jason Williams mixtape like every.
Yeah, that's like yeah. JR, but JR in my head, Mars is like that's not a. So what? That's not like a low end like highlight dude. That's a high end highlight dude because he was wild.
He was out there.
Who you talking about?
JR.
What? He was like
no. I agree with the highlights, but I mean, like, I think he fits this category. Like, he's not particularly.
So you're talking about like bench players or like guys who aren't really like
non all-star players, like just like.
Okay.
Hey, Sean Livingston, bro, give me them. Give me Sean Livingston all the way.
Back in the
obviously the person who said Michael Beasley in the chat has the correct answer. But I don't
back in the Lakers.
He's your favorite player's favorite player.
Nick Young was exciting to watch. Not gonna lie.
Hey man, respect Maurice Bates.
That's true. That is true.
Mo buckets, yes sir. Mo buckets, man. Mo buckets.
I remember Marco Bellinelli. Marco Bellinelli used to be crazy.
Hell no.
Exciting.
I was excited. No, Jamario Moon.
I'll give this to Jalen though. I remember Gerald Green. I remember Gerald Green in 2018 when Harden was getting hurt, putting on a fucking show. Mm-hmm. That boy was playing like he was Harden. That shit was crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Eric Gordon. Low key.
Eric Gordon was tough.
He was electric. Yeah, I go. Yep. That New Orleans Eric Gordon. I
loved watching.
He used to have these moments where he was cooking on ball.
Do you guys remember when Rodney Hood was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't there. He wasn't.
He wasn't exciting. It's just like
Brandon Jennings was nice.
Young Eric Bledsoe, I don't hate too. Young Eric Bledsoe.
Hell no.
Oh, when Eric Bledsoe was mini LeBron.
Yeah, they called him mini LeBron.
They called Baby Bron.
Yeah, they called him Baby Bron. He was out there. He was definitely out there.
I was hating. I ain't gonna lie.
Sean Kemp.
Someone said Lance Stevenson. Yeah, Lance Stevenson back in the Pacers days was exciting for different reasons.
Exactly. Yeah,
I feel like every championship team had that one player who like was off their bench that was just a bucket, like a straight bucket.
Was Birdman exciting because of his game or also because he's
oh my god, who said
Birdman? Did you say Bird?
Hey, Kenneth Fareed?
Kenneth Fareed?
What he scored like 40 in the rookie game or something like that?
I believed in the Kenneth Fareed Jokic connection, man. I believed in that.
It could have worked if he was better at defense.
Hey man, they replaced Kenneth Fareed with Aaron Gordon, man. It's the same thing. They just replaced him.
They got a better defender.
That defense is suspect. That's the problem.
Kenneth Fareed, one of the best offensive rebounders, man.
I remember him getting boomed on by Terrence Ross. Was actually that play was hilarious.
Terrence Ross is another one. Terrence Ross was mad exciting.
Yeah, he had 50. He had like the moment franchise high in points.
Yeah, he had a 50-point game for the Raptors. He did. He had a 50.
That's crazy. Yeah. Imagine letting that bum ass nigga hold a record like that.
That's another one. The most like out of the blue 50-point games. Terrence Ross is probably one of those guys.
Well, who's it against? Orlando? Who's it against?
I can't remember.
I know I'm forgetting some names.
It was like
Mars. I just found one. Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was fucking crazy.
Back in the Bulls days,
he was like what 5? How
I'm
tall?
not gonna lie,
was he?
just seeing Nate Robinson block shots. is
Ooh,
enough.
someone shout out to Toast. He said Danny Granger. That's a tough name too. I ain't gonna lie.
Danny Granger's too good.
He
for
was
the
nice for
list, man.
Indiana.
Danny
Yeah, he was
Granger's
nice. He was
too
like
good.
Danny Granger was
he an
tough.
all-star?
Danny Granger was tough.
Was he an all-star?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he was getting hoops. He was getting buckets.
Warriors fans will know this. One game of Omri Caspi. One game of Omri Caspi.
I thought you were gonna say Eric Pascal.
That's a real nigga answer right there.
Oh, rookie Eric Pascal?
People were hyping up.
The rookie Eric Pascal movie.
That was like the highlight of the 2020 season.
That mid-range shooting was moving me. That self-creation midi was moving me, man.
I believed.
Monte Ellis.
I thought we were gonna get like a little development, like much better Draymond Green offensively. That's what I thought we were gonna get a little bit.
That was the hope. That was the hope back in the day for Eric.
But yeah, the Eric Pascal rookie season was like the highlight of Golden State fans.
Yeah,
it was
every
missing
game that nigga was scoring, man. I'll never forget the game against Houston. That nigga Draymond started going crazy.
Oh, was that the Christmas Day game?
Yeah, he was snapping, bro. That was the highlight of the season.
I can't think of any more players.
I'm looking some up
capped
right now.
out.
I like
Steve Francis.
Exciting. That's
but he was a
big name.
Was he an all-star?
I watched. Did he make?
Yeah, he had to be an all-star. There's no way he wasn't.
It was a pretty big name for us.
That just doesn't sound right if he wasn't.
Steve Francis wasn't that good, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, he was entertaining.
Dion Waiters was sneaky exciting on Miami. I would like he was.
The Dion Waiters, Tim Hardaway Jr. rookie sophomore game.
Yeah, that back was nice back and forth.
Dion Waiters was low key like fun to watch.
People thought they were legit. Him and Kyrie back in the
crazy
75 teams.
OJ Mayo was him, especially college. OJ Mayo was him.
OJ Mayo was a high school him.
Yeah, high school, college too at USC.
Austin Rivers in high school.
Hey man,
Austin Rivers.
He had that big 3 at Duke. He had that 3 at Duke to beat UNC. He left the.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Monty Bates?
High schoolers, Michael Porter Jr. in high school, I thought was gonna be like a best player in the world candidate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo, when he gets in his prime,
I was on that train. I was on the Michael Porter Jr. hype train. I still would have taken him top 5 in 2018.
He's gonna be crazy.
He still would have been a top 5 pick in my draft in 2018. I was shocked that he went 14.
Now this nigga's turned up into a glorified shooter. That's all he is now.
Yeah, he said it's because of his back. He said he can't move like he wants to. That's what he said.
That makes sense. How many back surgeries does he have? 2 or 3.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. Kirk Heinrich.
Exciting.
I don't know about exciting. I think he was a good player.
I don't know if he's exciting.
Kirk Heinrich was a dog.
To me, that's like a historic role player. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I think of it, like it just name sticks out to me. But you're not excited.
There's somebody with some crazy background right now. I'm trying to figure out. I think Fernie, it was you. Pretty sure it was you, Fernie.
Oh, my Mike.
Yeah. Mike is crazy.
I think
recap that on the exciting players.
Think of other people who.
Someone said Brandon Jennings back before.
Brandon Jennings was exciting.
He got put. He was excited to see him get a body. Oh, that's Brandon.
That was Brandon Knight.
That's Brandon Knight.
Brandon Knight got 2 of the worst.
I ain't gonna lie. Brandon Knight is low key exciting. I remember he blocked me on Instagram when I was like 10 years old. That was the funniest guard too.
Wow,
I sent him a low light of his own low lights, and he got so mad.
Bro, y'all did.
I mean, I blocked someone too if they sent me just a bunch of my bad takes. Like that, what
what does this mean? I'm like, nigga, you stink. Like you suck, bro. And he got mad. He blocked me, bro.
That's terrible. You terrible, bro.
Brandon
I was 10. I was 10 months, bro.
Yeah, you were 10, just bullying NBA players. You're weird, man.
Bro,
who's like the biggest bust that you guys thought were gonna be like NBA superstars?
Biggest bust NBA superstars.
Trevor Ariza.
Biggest bust.
Wait, who did I think that was going to be a bust but ended up being a superstar? Or the other way around?
No, who was someone like you thought they were like a must-pick prospect? They were going to be out of the league.
Yeah, I don't really be doing that a lot, actually. I just don't. Like, I don't be, because I just got to see it.
I don't watch too much college hoops. I start noticing players when it gets around draft time. Then I start like getting from myself familiar. But
I'm one of those dudes, Mars, and my head is like, we never know if these guys are going to pan out or not. So I'll just wait to see it. So I'll never
you don't have like predictions going into.
I probably say Jabari Parker.
Oh yeah, whenever
was
draft
hype. The
NFL
right
and
part was
NBA
hype.
draft, I just sit here and I'll just be like, I'll look these guys up, I'll see what they was doing, I'll pay attention. But in my head, I'm like, so I don't know what these guys are gonna fucking do.
who
It's
else was
I said
I definitely feel that.
sports is situational, bro. So in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna put these crazy expectations on people when I know it's situational like that. It's weird to me.
It's not about expectations, just like, I
just don't.
I just
don't
top
do
of
it,
my
man.
head. I'm trying to think like in recent
If you're talking about like people who are in the league and started out really good and then just fell off a cliff.
I'm not gonna lie, Lonzo
Andrew Bynum and like Jaleel Okafor.
See, Jaleel at Duke.
That
Duke
Lonzo
I
ball
thought
chain,
Jaleel
that's
Okafor.
the only time I actually watched a player through high school, college, and then get to the league. I thought Lonzo was gonna be crazy. I genuinely thought that.
I thought Jaleel was better than Karl Anthony Towns. I thought
Nerlens Noel was gonna be better.
I didn't believe. I thought Jaleel Okafor would like be in the league, but I didn't think he'd be that good.
I thought he'd be better than Cat. Maybe I was a Duke bias.
Completely fell off.
I mean, I believed in Markel, and obviously that hasn't worked out. Yeah. That's not my fault.
Yeah. Shout out Jimmer Fredette. You know, he was a rage, and then he came in the league and became a nobody. So it was such a drastic fall off.
The other way around, I did not think Devin Booker would be this good because I remember watching him at Kentucky. He wasn't even there. He was like he might have been their fourth or fifth best player, if that, at that Kentucky team.
I could have swore Tyler Ulis was the next Chris Paul.
He was.
You fell for it.
Crazy.
I could have sworn, and then I think his like rookie year was the year Eric Bledsoe asked out, and he got like a couple games as a star. He made a game winner against Boston. That was like the highlight of my life, thinking that Tyler Ulis was going to actually live up to the Chris Paul. And now I don't know where he is, but I believe
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist I thought was going to be a legitimate, defensive. Not like a star, but I thought he was going to be a starter for multiple years.
If I remember correctly, there was one year where it seemed like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was like figuring it out, and then he got hurt, and it just went downhill. It might have been like 2016 or something. And then after that, it fell apart again. But there was like a year where he was like making jump shots and everything, and then everything just went downhill.
Bro, that 2015 Kentucky team, like all those guys, the Harrison twins, Willie Cauley-Stein, Tyler Ulis, Devin Booker, Trey Lyles, Karl Anthony Towns. That was a crazy team. That was a crazy team. They legit had a 10-man rotation. John Calipari was
Cousins
5.
Cousins was on DeMarcus Cousins was on a crazy team too. I forget who was his team.
Yeah, he was the year before too.
He had John Wall.
John Wall.
I forget.
They had another elite guard, and I feel like it was like Eric Bledsoe, but I don't think.
Yeah, I think it was Bledsoe too.
I don't want to say it and be wrong, but they had an elite team. I do know that. I didn't believe in Lonzo Ball like crazy. I like the Jason Kidd comparisons when he was coming out. I didn't see like crazy scoring from him because the mid-range game was non-existent and he was shooting across his body like a weirdo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kevin Martin. I like Kevin Martin like as like a non-all-star who was like good to watch. Kevin Martin was fun.
I did actually like. Yeah, Kevin Martin was dope actually.
Especially
him on OKC. I loved him on OKC.
They really thought he was going to fill up the spot for OKC as the shooter on the team.
They had so much talent there, bro. And it just like you had Reggie that was popping off, Kevin Martin, James Harden. There's one more guy I think I'm forgetting, but I'm
Serge.
not sure. Yeah, but he didn't leave before like KD.
Oh, you're talking about okay.
Yeah, like they had so much talent, but then they just could not sustain it at all. It's crazy.
And who do we blame for that?
The James Harden trade.
I would say, picking Serge Ibaka over James Harden was a pretty big.
Nah, you blame Kevin Durant as the leader of the team.
Nah, that's too big. That's too big.
You think if Kevin Durant doesn't tell the OKC front office to re-sign James Harden, they don't do it?
You know what? I did believe in Jeremy Lamb.
I believed in Jeremy Lamb as well.
Jeremy Lamb is a good one.
I believed in Jeremy Lamb as well. When we were talking about the OKC team, I was like, damn, Jeremy Lamb is someone I believed in.
That's Jeremy Lamb was my guy.
I'm not gonna like the 2016 Charlotte Hornets is a team that I remember watching a lot of, and I don't know why. Like I remember like Nicholas Batum and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Jeremy.
You were watching that team like that,
and Al Jefferson. Like I don't know why, but I remember watching them a lot.
Bro, Kemba was nice, bro.
They were a sneaky, like, fun team to watch. Kemba's
did they make the playoffs that year?
Yeah, think
2016. I just know. I
don't remember the year, but
I think they
definitely
would
made
have
the
lost to
playoffs.
like Miami or something in round 1, I believe. But
I remember back in
I
the day,
feel
there
like
was
I watched
legitimate
them a lot.
conversation between Kemba.
Yeah,
and
they lost to
Kyrie,
Miami in
Fred.
7 games. I remember watching them play a lot.
Kemba and Kyrie, that was a crazy conversation.
Kemba's
Courtney Lee, Courtney Lee was on that team. I remember.
Kemba was exciting, especially just last year in college too, when he had that run with UConn. And he
Bro, that
came with
step
the
back,
NBA.
everybody talked about that step back.
Yeah, that step back was there. I think a guy that people hyped or thought would be good, but I always thought would be bad, ended up being bad. Tyler Hands, bro. Remember him at UNC? I always thought he was
how many brothers?
I never thought he was gonna be good.
Hands, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
them and the
Him
Plumlees
or
just be having the whole family in the league.
Them two remind me of each other.
I feel like Hands just had that. He had that game that you knew would be good in college and it worked, but in the NBA you just knew it wasn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
I didn't get the Justice Winslow. I don't get it.
I agree.
Everyone was like, "Oh, they believe." Is it because he shot 40% from 3 in college? Because I don't get it.
Who?
People thought he'd be Dwayne Wade. People thought he was Dwayne Wade.
The shooting was just
crazy.
The shooting just did not sell me.
Who y'all talking
I don't get what
Well,
everyone
getting
thinks
Dwayne
about
Wade was outrageous. I'll be real.
He was just supposed to be such a way better offensive package, and it was just.
I didn't see it. I saw someone who was just
lines.
very fast, but that was about it. Like, it wasn't particularly.
He had a really good NCAA tournament run when they won the national championship. He was on that team, I think. So I think that took his stock to another
Who
level.
y'all talking about, Jay?
Yeah.
How did you all feel about Doug McDermott when he came in?
I knew he wouldn't be. I was never that high on him because he was just like Jimmy Fredette, another college guy at the college level who's going to shoot a ton.
You know who I believed in? I don't know why I believed in Tyler Johnson, bro. I really thought he was like going to be like a.
You believed in Jeremy Lamb, y'all.
Once he got that $50 million,
that one guy on the Heat.
Oh my god, bro! It's like
that
era of Miami where we were just like a mediocre, like to mid team, and the players that were good, like after they got paid, they just fucking they were done. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I thought Tyler Johnson was gonna be like a nice starting.
You know who I thought?
I believed in the Josh Richardson All-Star jump.
I believed in Josh.
I love Jay Rich. There was a year like he averaged like 17 or something. I believed in the All-Star jump.
I like Evan Turner.
I believed in when Austin. I think this team got brought up. Austin Rivers had his high school basketball mixtape out. I believed in the hype. I'm not going.
Evan Turner. I thought he should have went #1.
His high school mixtape was nice. Rivers high school mixtape.
I believed that Kill Carr was gonna make the league.
Hey, you wouldn't believe that.
There's another player.
Street ball legend.
You remember Evan Turner?
Oh, bro, Evan Turner,
bro,
especially him on Philly. He showed some flashes on Philly too. I seen
he
it,
used
bro.
to be looking like Kobe sometime in college. He was doing spin shots, fadeaways.
When he was on Philly, he was making some crazy passes, bro.
I remember he was an animal.
With the Raptors, I thought Andrea Bargnani
was
not
there.
Oh, you believed in Andrea Bargnani? Okay.
But that was when like every team wanted to find the next Dirk. Like that was the thing when that was like a thing, right? They wanted to find a 7-footer that could shoot because Dirk was doing his thing, and Andrea Bargnani fit the mold. Looked like he still could shoot, but just didn't.
I never believed in him.
I don't think he was a terrible player.
I did believe in Porzingis when he got drafted. I remember he got booed. I was like, oh, I like Porzingis.
Were you watching basketball at that time?
I ain't never
known I make up when I
see him
started
play
watching
for
basketball.
real.
The benefits.
Okay, I don't know if y'all know this name. But it's like 10 years ago. Do y'all know a guy named I think it's Damon Harge or something like Damon Harge, something like that. Y'all ever heard of his name before?
Nah.
I remember him when he was like in grade.
Who he played for?
Grade. He was like being called the best 6th grader in the world. Like he had heavy eyes on him from the jump.
Do you remember 7th Woods?
Yeah.
Best like 14-year-old in the country. I don't know what happened.
I feel like social media about him.
I think he ended up going to USC or something.
I thought when I seen Damon Harge, bro, I seen his like he was like in 9th grade or something. He was cooking like all the camps. He was frying. I'm like, yo, this
I
guy
know a
is
lot
nice.
of raw people.
Did he grow above like 6 foot?
I don't think he ever grew. I'll be real. Like,
that's what a lot of these young prodigies they stop growing, and you realize
that's like the facts. You only
did any of you guys believe in the Julian Newman hype?
No.
I think it was always.
Once I realized he's gonna stay that short forever, I was like, it's done.
And then on top of that, the way he dribbles, when he dribbles, even though he does a lot, he stays in one place the whole time. So
he's like that. What's that guy who dribbles on TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok. He's a TikTok.
No. You know, Geo
Wise. Yeah. He's like that. That's what he reminds me.
No, he's at the very least, he's definitely better than Geo. Geo Wise is actually this.
He's a TikToker.
Well, yeah, of course
He's
he's better. Yeah, he's better than him. But that like it's the same thing.
Same
He's
style.
dribbling one spot.
Same style
No,
dribble.
he's just dribbling. He just dribble on the same spot. No shifting. No like fake. It's like, bro, all you gotta do is just sit there, and then he's just gonna.
Ooh, someone in the chat said Isaiah Briscoe. I believed in Isaiah Briscoe, even though he couldn't shoot, but I believed in him.
Yeah, someone in the chat said I heard he's
slash
definitely the best sixth grader in the country. Yo, that guy was cold, man. I highly suggest watching his mixtape. I highly suggest it, man. He was so.
I done seen a lot of players be roll like Martin Cleaves. Then he just got to the league and ain't do nothing.
I mean, there was this lefty. I remember watching his
Dixon,
Marcus Levette. His hoop mix was crazy.
Yeah,
his hoop mix was crazy. I was like, damn, this is the best left-handed player I ever seen.
He was doing. I ain't gonna lie, he was doing some innovative moves, man. Be real. He was on that court.
He had some crazy behind the back. Like, oh my god, hoop mixtapes are the highlight of all basketball.
Who remembers Jelly Fan?
What's up, Jelly Fan?
I
actually seen Jelly Fan.
One of them went to Arizona or something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly Fan was out. He was actually playing with Dell. That's funny as hell.
Hey, he's out here, so he's playing in Europe. A lot of these guys end up playing in Europe somewhere.
He
wasn't playing in Europe. He was playing in. He was playing in Jersey.
Oh, I thought it was TBT.
He's playing in North Jersey. They was doing a little tournament at this program that they be doing, and I just pulled up and seen them. It was dope.
It's dope.
It was almost.
I remember Tyreek Evans too.
His hype was real.
Oh yeah,
he had a crazy rookie year too. He had a crazy rookie year.
I still believe in Tyreek Evans. I just think he was on the Kings. I'm not going. He was just. I still believe
25 and 5 as a rookie, man.
Wait, didn't he have Boogie on his team?
Crazy.
Yeah, the Kings misused him, and then he got out of the league.
But I remember, they
moved him off a point guard. That was the big problem, right? They wanted to be like a traditional.
Another guy, I remember Josh Shelby. He was a guy who was like #1 rated coming out of high school. Went to college, missed a lot of time at Kansas, and came to the league with Memphis. All these athletic point guards, 6'1", 6'2" point guards who could fly out the gym.
I remember when Scal Labissiere was the #1 ranked prospect in like 2015, and then he ended up going to Kentucky, and he was trash.
He's still in Sacramento.
And I was watching Kentucky that year because Tyler Ulis was the next Chris Paul, so I was watching routine, and he wasn't even starting.
Private chat.
He was just like super long, wasn't he?
Watch that video. It's like 2 minutes. When I seen this, I was like 11 when I seen this or something, bro. I was like eyes glued to the screen, bro. I was so impressed.
Jalen, you see that picture, Jalen?
I see that. I see a picture with a hand and a fire.
Oh my god, he is fucking cooking.
Yeah, I'm watching the video right now as well.
Oh my god, he just got hit in the face, and he made the layup.
Bro, I remember Joseph Forte in college.
Yeah, put up 3. Okay.
I remember a lot of people.
I thought he was
definitely stopped. Definitely the guy who stopped growing. He stopped growing.
His handle was tough. I gotta give.
Bro, his handle and shooting have me moved, man. I was like, bro, this nigga is nice. He's going league, bro.
But they get older, and then people get big just like them, and they've been practicing.
But he was small.
He was small, but he was small dominating. He just.
I think he was. I think it was growth 1 and 2. I think he had an injury like later in high school or something.
Yeah, because I remember this dude named Rayshawn Norwood from Akron used to cook Bron. He played for Buchtel, but he never got bigger. Bron just kept getting bigger. And after a while, it's over.
Oh my god!
Gonna get better than you.
He hit someone with the meanest double behind the back.
Yeah, you see that one too? Oh
Who's
my
Kevin
god!
Garnett's teammate in high school that was really hyped. Got him. They were hyping him. The whole like documentary on him.
His head fake is amazing. I got to give him that.
Have you guys seen what's his name? Ronaldo Segu, I think his name is. He has the meanest hezzy I've ever seen.
Is he still in high school?
What's his name again?
He's in college right now, but I watched him in high school. His name's Ronaldo Segu.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. I know that. I know who that is.
His
hezzy's disgusting. My goodness, he has one of the best hezzies I've ever seen in my life, hands down.
It's like borderline a carry, but it's disgraceful.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a carry. I allow it. Honestly, it's that good. I'll be real. If it's illegal, I'll allow it. I don't care.
Will he be bringing that to the NBA though?
I don't think he was like 6th man of the year in his conference in college.
What conference is he playing in? Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he's NBA.
No idea. I don't think he's gonna go to the league, but
hey,
disgusting.
You'll have
Mars, read some super chats, brother.
Man, I'm trying to watch Ronaldo Segu. Oh my god. There you go. So Quay White said we got low down and this is high up. Thanks. Drink More Water asked, who's the best big game performer in the past 5 years?
Big game performer
in 5 years.
While
it's
you
not
guys answer
Steph.
that, I'm gonna go back to watching some Ronaldo segment.
Well,
To say
Steph
LeBron James,
James,
and keep it pushing.
No, LeBron James is
On
next.
the easy answer, LeBron.
No, Jimmy Butler.
Wait, 2023. So
Yeah,
20
because where was Jimmy Butler in those big games in the finals?
Oh, hold up. So if we go to
Game
2018,
7, Mars.
2019, 2020, 2021,
He
2022,
wasn't even
yeah,
that
LeBron
great in
James.
game
It's LeBron James.
Last year?
against Boston. He wasn't that great.
Wait, am I misremembering? I'm pretty sure he had a good game that game.
He wasn't great.
Wait, is it 20? Is it from
Jimmy Butler
2019
against
or
the
18?
Celtics, he did
It's
have
for 2018 or
good
not?
games
2018,
last
2019,
year.
2020.
No,
2021,
not the one that just passed. The season before that one where
So
they,
tw- yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
2018.
okay, yeah, he was great.
Yeah, last 5 years. Last 5
So
years.
18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23. Those,
So 18,
That's
19.
LeBron James.
Yes,
You know
from
what?
18,
19,
19.
LeBron missed.
19.
LeBron missed the playoffs.
True.
Bubble ring.
So
Lost in the
That's
first
it.
round.
It stops
played
there.
trash.
It's literally it stops
Missed
there.
the playoffs.
Missed the playoffs
And
again.
didn't have many big games again.
I thought the 2018 one was included there. That's why I was.
It wasn't. Even if it was, it still
What
wouldn't be
big
best
games
big
did he have in
performance.
2018?
all right, so
Every
2021.
Against the Toronto Raptors, every single one. against
We'll
the
do
Toronto Raptors.
year by
It's
year,
not
right?
big
We'll do
games.
year by year. So since
2019,
2019,
Kawhi.
2020,
Even though it's not, but Kawhi.
2020.
I don't think it's Kawhi. I think we could
and
do
may,
that.
2020
It's
maybe
Wardell,
Luka.
Stephen Curry.
2020
Luka,
maybe
I ain't
Luka.
gonna
I'm
lie.
not even gonna hold you.
Luka or LeBron? I'm mad at it.
No, it wasn't LeBron. Why are you talking about
What,
LeBron?
Anthony Davis. What are we talking about?
It'll be Anthony
what
Davis
game
was a
did he
bigger game
have?
player
Anthony
than
Davis
LeBron.
played better than that nigga in the bubble. I'll be real.
Yeah, like, what are you talking
making up-
about?
now I'm
Anthony
making up
Davis in the
facts.
big
Now I'm
games
making
was
up
showing
facts.
up.
Yeah,
Like,
so was
LeBron.
LeBron.
Hey, shout
LeBron
out
played
Jamal
better than
Murray.
him in the
Anthony
finals.
Davis is playing
Don't be
better.
I'm saying the
Jamal
rounds
Murray
leading
got
up.
this
He had
one.
Anthony Davis giving you elite defense, shooting 40% from three.
Well,
This
LeBron
nigga
giving
was
you
shooting
40
massive,
points
bro.
on like 50, 60% shooting in some games and getting you 8, 9 rebounds.
Some
And
games,
what are we talking
some
about?
games, man.
Yes,
He
big
was giving
games. Big games.
No, you can't just
consistently
no, you can't
40%
just say
from
you
three
can't
up
just
until the
say
finals and
he
stuff.
didn't just have 40 points in all the big games. Like
Jamal
all of
Murray
them.
was better than LeBron in the bubble. What are you
Now
talking
we
about?
just
Jamal
Jamal
Murray
Murray
was a
was
big
a
game
big
performer in the
Yo,
bubble. They were down
yo,
3-1 and he was cooking.
He was.
Cooking.
Donovan Mitchell too. Don't forget about him.
Might as well
Yeah,
bring
they
up
blew a
TJ
3-1 lead though.
Those two were like that in the bubble.
But it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
Nah, 2020, I'm giving it to Jamal Murray, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
Jamal
20
Murray.
2019
Yeah.
to me would be Wardell, Stephen Curry, but we'll go Kawhi.
No,
And then
I'm going Steph.
2021 is Giannis or KD.
Yeah, okay.
21?
It's
I'm
either
gonna go
Giannis
Giannis.
or KD. I'll go with KD though.
I'm gonna go Giannis. At 50.
I'll go Giannis.
50 in a closeout does.
Yeah, but his whole team
That's-
was healthy though. KD's team wasn't.
Okay,
But,
what is
nah,
that?
but,
KD
Giannis
was like
himself
48,
wasn't
17,
held.
What was that still at? It was like 40 something.
Well, we're just
70
talking about a
something.
player's individual big
KD
game.
had
I can't
49,
talk
17,
about
and 10.
teammates.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna
What
lie.
was
That's
Luka
a
doing?
crazy
KD
stat
was
line.
going crazy.
KD
Luka
was
was out there
going crazy,
losing
but
in the
Giannis
first
was
round.
able to play
Okay,
more,
still
and
play
then he
great.
didn't win it mattered the most at Game 7. Like,
See, it's
come on.
people like you, man. Oh my god.
We're talking about
I ain't
big
gonna lie,
games. What's the
Giannis
biggest
got it
game
just for
of
that
the
game 6. Giannis got it for that game 6 in the finals.
I
Again,
know.
50
look
in a
at the
closeout?
combo. Y'all are moved by dropping 50 on DeAndre Ayton.
That's the
No,
number
I'm
one
not.
pick. That's the number one pick.
So
KD
What
was
do you
cooking
mean?
in
So,
elite
Are you
defense.
KD
moved by
looking
having
through PJ
36
Tucker?
against
Like,
the
come
Blazers?
on now. Come on now.
PJ
Yeah,
Tucker. what are you talking about?
PJ Tucker was undrafted.
Shut the fuck up,
PJ
Mark.
Tucker is like 6'4". What are we doing?
nigga was getting Drew
dude,
Holiday,
literally,
Giannis, Brooke,
that's-
PJ. Like, come on, man. Let's just
PJ
be
Tucker's a family friend. He wasn't even guarding him for real. Like,
real. Oh, but I don't care. The following year after is also Curry too. What he did in those finals moved me, nigga. I don't care. You got it.
2022 Steph Curry.
2022 will
22
probably be Steph. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Steph Curry.
It would have
who
been
else-
Jimmy Butler, even though you was praising Jimmy Butler like crazy.
Nah, Steph and no, because Steph didn't even have that great of a fucking run into
Steph
the
ain't even
finals.
deserve conference finals MVP.
Oh
It should
my
have been Looney.
god, I'm not
Oh,
going.
now we're lying.
Y'all look at Steph.
It
Literally,
should have been
Steph-
Looney.
Steph
Yo,
had-
who let Mars troll again, bro? This is
Steph
not
had-
fair, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I
not
remember.
doing
I was in the
I'm
Discord.
reporting this to PR. This is
I
not
was
fair.
in the
Mars is back
Discord
to
saying
troll.
Kevon Looney got robbed.
I'm reporting this, man.
Let's look
Jalen
at-
Green is the
That's
leader. Mars
Kevon, a
is
larger
trolling
one, getting
again,
robbed
man.
right there. I
Let's look
remember
this
that.
up. Let's look this up. Let's look this up. man.
The only other
Like,
contender
he was
for
literally averaging like
2022
23,
was like
24,
Jimmy
7
Butler.
on like +3. It's a good size, bro.
Oh
Like, I
my
don't
god, this is nerd. So he goes up against the Denver Nuggets, whose hurt, by the way. with no defense.
Also, we're taxing.
Well, yeah, we're taxing
You're
competition.
damn fucking right. They were
Competition
they beat
tax.
5.
Oh, wow, let's tax Jimmy
We're
Butler
talking-
then.
No, stop. We're talking about the
LeBron
biggest
for
Let's tax
games.
Jimmy.
No, you're talking about the biggest games. The round one
Let's
against
tax
the Hurt.
Jimmy.
No,
Let's
no,
tax
no,
Jimmy.
stop. It's not the context of the argument. The context of the argument was big games. The
But are you
round
gonna
one
tax
against the-
Jimmy?
What are you talking about taxing Jimmy? We're talking about big games, bro.
So you're
Big
gonna tax
games.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
You're gonna tax Jimmy on those big games. What I'm saying.
They ran through the
Relax.
Nuggets.
Yeah, as long as you
I
tax
know
Jimmy.
I know we're being real with your team right here. You just need to listen for a second, right?
Being real is crazy.
So listen, Stephen Curry going up against the Denver Nuggets who are hurt. Not a big
Mhm.
series, not big games in there.
Yeah.
Had 50-40, 28 points per game, right? Against the Grizzlies, with the team being hurt, by the way. 26 points on 41 and 32. Give me a break. Against the Dallas Mavericks.
He had actually a really good game 4
Against-
against 17 in the
Against the
fourth quarter.
Dallas Mavericks.
He doesn't want to bring that up.
Game 6 carried by Clay.
Yeah.
He also closed out well too. Why would
Nah, I remember game 6. Steph was trucking. He was like, Dub. Steph was at 10 of 27 in game 6. I remember. he was
Nah,
at
wait,
3
wait,
goals. Dub, what did Steph shoot in game 6?
Let me see.
I remember he was chucking.
Okay, all right.
Steph was. Hold up. 6 for 17, 10 for 27. You're fucking cooked, bro.
Nah, bro.
We are nitpicking Steph Curry's playoff run. Like, who
No,
would you
watch-
have? Who would you
watch
have
this,
instead of Stephen
watch
Curry?
this.
Who would
Watch
you have?
this.
Instead
That's
of
not
Steph
the
Curry?
argument. That's
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
argument.
Who has the best
Oh my
big
god,
game?
you're moving the goalpost.
That's
Then,
the
big
then
game.
Mars, Mars, watch this. Then in game 5 versus the Dallas Mavericks, guess what Steph did again, and what did Klay Thompson do?
Why are you only going to the
Watch
end
this.
game? What the?
Clay saving Steph's
it.
legacy all
Wait,
the time.
no,
That's the
no.
whole
I can
point of
say
the
LeBron
LeBron
in 2020.
You're lying.
Yes,
I'm not letting him tax.
that
I'm not letting him
year.
tax. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying.
Yes.
He's lying.
How am I lying?
Liar. You're a
Just
Dub,
liar.
go
get control,
basketball
nigga.
reference. Just
No,
go
Dub. No,
basketball
Dub.
reference.
Dub, what did he
Mute
do in game
everybody,
2?
Dub.
Dub, what did he do in game 2 when they were down by 20? Please tell
Mute
me.
everybody and get
When they were
control.
down by 20 in game 2 and getting torched by Dallas, what did he
What
do?
does that mean?
Well, it's a big game. Yo, at this point, what is a big
What are
game?
we
What is a big
talking
game?
about? What are
You're
we
down
talking
20
about,
on your
bro?
home floor. You come back and win. It's not a
It's
big game.
game 2.
When were they down?
I'm
When
very
were
Of
they
the
down?
Western
When-
Conference
when were
Finals?
they-
Are we
when were-
serious?
When were they down for 20? When were
This
they down
ain't
for 20?
game 4.
In the game.
Yeah,
Are we?
it was at one of the first 3 games of the series where Dallas couldn't miss a 3 in the first half.
It was literally game 2. I remember this game, and he was still
Okay.
frying these niggas.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
Reggie
having
Reggie
the
Bullock might have hit
series
like
lead.
4 threes in the first half.
You want to know something funny? Klay
Bro,
Thompson.
he had 30.
You wanna
Wait,
know something
no.
funny? You want to know something funny? You
No,
little.
no,
Watch
no.
this.
He had
Watch
32,
Watch
8,
this.
and 8.
Watch this.
I mean,
Yeah,
32, 8, and 5,
They were
bro.
still down
32,
20.
8,
They were
and
still
5.
down 20. They were still down 20 when he was fucking going on that run in the first half. In the second half, yeah, Kevon Looney sitting here missing 2 shots in the fucking whole entire second half, having
How many shots did he take?
having 15 and 8. Then Klay Thompson only missed 1 shot, and he had 9 points, go for 4 for 5. Get the fuck out of here.
What did Steph do in the second half too? Then he didn't
4
shoot
for
ball.
9. He had 12 points. What are we talking about?
Well, he had more points than both of those niggas in the second half. Okay.
No, Kevon Looney had more. He had
He didn't have 15 in the second half. You're lying.
And he
I'm
also had
confused.
less.
You're
He
lying.
also- watch this.
You're
He
lying.
also
You're
had less.
He was coming off the
also
bench
had-
too,
watch
though.
this,
Dub.
watch this.
Remember?
I don't know.
Watch
This
this,
nigga's
Mars.
lying.
Watch this, Mars. Then in the second half, Jordan Poole even had more than that motherfucker. So you're done. You're done.
Pack him up.
You're done.
Dub got one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That easy.
You're cooked.
Nah, bro. This nigga's
Dub
capping.
can't win if he doesn't have a point on what he's making. Like, what is your point? That
This
Steph
is
Curry
cap.
didn't have big
Bro,
games.
nigga has 32 in the
Yeah,
end
the
of
big
5.
game.
In a
His
game
teammates
2
carried him.
Steph Curry didn't have big games.
West Conference Finals.
Too.
When they're
His
down by
point-
20.
His point was they was down by 20. Curry played so well to make him come back. Complete disregarding. They was down 20 and came back in the
It
second
was the
half,
only reason
where
why they
Stephen
kept it at
Curry- Where
bay.
Stephen Curry was the
And he
third
was the
team
one who
in the
closed
league.
it out.
What are we
Hello?
talking
He was
about,
literally
bro?
the one who closed it out too.
You
On top
don't
of that,
make sense, man. You just
obviously
don't
people
make
go on
sense.
different runs as well too. But acting
You
like as if Steph
don't
wasn't the one
make
who's closing
sense,
it out neither
bro.
is crazy.
Even in the fourth quarter, he still scored less than Jordan Poole. What are we talking about? You're done.
he's not enough.
He
You're
cooked it. He
done.
cooked it.
Dub, Jordan Poole got that
You're
bread.
That's not one. That's not one.
You're
today.
done.
Stephen Curry.
You're
Level
done.
32. Can't move me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
KB,
I'm
you're
sorry.
cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. You're cooked.
Nah.
He
But
cooking.
even if you watch the
All
tax,
you did was say Steph was putting up empty stats down 20. That's what you did. I'm not gonna lie. You're cooked.
Facts.
What was he supposed to do? Not score? Then
No,
what?
you're cooked. The whole
What did he
team
do?
got them back in the game in the second half, and Steph was just mediocre.
Obviously, there's obviously more stuff besides Steph. But like, you got to gas a little bit. Is what I'm saying. Like that's all.
If Jordan Poole's outscoring him, I mean, Steph's just a passenger.
In a quarter, man. Let's be real. Oh my god,
the most important player on the team in the second half.
It's the biggest game.
How much did Jordan Poole
Biggest
have in that
quarter?
first quarter?
Jason Tatum had more big games than Steph.
And how much
Is
is
that the argument? Jason Tatum had more.
Oh, exactly. Outscored.
JT money.
Wait, what? What was the point total?
Jordan Poole had 12.
Poole had
In the
12.
second half or in the fourth quarter?
In the fourth quarter.
Big fourth quarter.
It was a pool party, bitch. We're here. I wasn't saying that to you, KB. I just said bitch in general.
No, I know.
Okay, cool.
Me personally.
Yeah, because ticket gonna come up like I said.
Yeah.
What's me though? I'm not gonna lie. Like, regardless of what happened in those finals.
So 2022 and 2. Who we going with? 2022?
And that's what
we're trying to figure out. That's the point, right?
That's where I'll concede the argument. Where in finals, the dude was his own man. I can't even.
So does Steph get the 2022 big game player of the playoffs? Does he get that?
You can't tell me a bigger game than that. That's it. You can't tell me.
Still,
Luka,
you have to give me an alternative.
You can't tell me a game that game 4.
You got to give me an alternative.
What was that game when he dropped like 40 in the final? Game 4? Yeah, that's the biggest game he had.
Big game-changing moment.
That's it right there.
40 and 10? Yo, come on.
He did his
no
thing.
way the only one that I could see is potentially Jimmy Butler. Other than that, I'm not really.
Hell no, bro. If you're gonna attack
the only bit Steph showed up is game 4 of the finals. That's it.
That's enough.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Where was he in game 5?
I mean, he had like what?
Like 9 from 3.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, Mars.
Over 9.
He had 9 assists and no turnovers. I moved.
It may be
9 from 3.
Mars, watch this. It may be Jimmy Butler. Because this man, Jimmy Butler, in game 6 and game 7, it's not game. He's going against the same team that you praising that Stephen Curry cooking up against. He missed 4.
What about game 3? What about game 3 for Jimmy?
Yeah, but Jimmy Butler missed like 4.
The dude, after getting hurt in that fucking series,
Stephen's game 2.
40, dropped out. And against the Celtics,
it might be Bron.
That's not hurt in game 3.
No, I'm talking about not in the playoffs.
That's not hurt in game 3.
It might be Bron.
He missed the game.
No, he didn't miss it. Steph re-aggravated his foot.
Shut up, man. He missed the game.
It started 18,
he missed
right?
the game.
Nigga, so many players missed the game in that series.
Against the Boston Celtics.
Who missed? There's players who missed games against the.
The team was down. The team was down
3.
Games as well too on the opposing team. The team was down 3-2. The team was down 3-2. Goes to game 6, dropped 47. Then in game 7, drops 35.
And what happened at the end of game 7? What happened at the end of game 7?
Steph is a front runner. He even had a buzzer beater against the Celtics. What are we talking about?
How is he? He's the reason why they won, nigga. How was he front running? What is that?
Your partner in crime bringing up a last second bucket.
He's not my partner, nigga. I have no partner in this. I'm arguing myself.
He's your partner today, sir.
No, nigga.
Lower's not here today. Lower's not here today.
No. To solidify a big
Galen, that's crazy. I'll be real.
You can't be a big game guy and then lose the game. You can't give Jimmy Butler game 7 and then he loses the game like how he lost. Like you can't.
That's what I'm saying. Between me and you, baby.
Why don't you tell him to hit pull-up threes, huh?
It's about showing up.
It's about he showed up when did he hit that 3? Did he hit that pull-up 3, dog?
Stop.
No, did he hit that pull-up 3? Did he show up then?
It's about showing up in the fucking games, right? His teammates being hurt. He was still putting that shit on his nuts and putting it on the table and still made him from a shot away.
What was Steph's teammates doing?
Steph's team was healthy. You're done.
What were they doing?
You're done.
What were they doing? What were they doing?
To be fair, Jimmy Butler
Clay doing? What was Draymond? What was Wiggins doing? Like, bro, tell me.
Were they healthy? Were they healthy?
Oh my God. What were they doing, though?
They was healthy. It was literally healthy.
Okay,
the floor spacing of Klay Thompson.
You want to talk about performances? You acting like his team, but Jimmy Butler's teammates was great. The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, nah. See, that's true. Are we serious?
Do you know how much Bam had in game 6?
Yo, hold on. Let me
Steph had more help than Jimmy.
Scam out of bio, bro.
Let's do it. You know what?
No,
we're gonna
Steph had
do
more
it.
help than Jimmy.
No,
Steph
we're
had
gonna do
more
it.
help than Jimmy.
Bam
doing it.
Adebayo.
Play better
Dub,
than
remember
Jimmy
the
at the
game-
finals.
the game
Bam
that Jimmy
Adebayo.
missed.
Bam Adebayo. Yeah, that's the final.
Dub, the game that Jimmy missed,
Bam
Bam had like
Bam
30, and-
Adebayo.
30
Bam
12, and
Adebayo.
6.
Bam Adebayo had 6 points in game 6, 9 rebounds. The fuck we talking about?
Dub, remember the game? Remember when Jimmy missed the game and Bam took over by himself and won the game in Boston?
Oh, okay. Which game?
I think that was either game 3 or game 4 because Jimmy had the knee injury and Bam had to go.
Here's static.
And Bam took on it, and then they switched game 4 and they guarded him correctly. But Bam won a game by himself.
We're not talking about the whole series. So what are you talking about? I mean, we're
So-
not talking.
so-
We're talking about
He's saying
moments in
the
the
help.
game. We're talking about moments in the
He had a little
game.
help
That's the
defense.
On 10
question.
attempts?
That's
Okay.
the question. Moments
Okay.
in the fucking series, bruh. So you bring up game 3 don't mean nothing because Jimmy wasn't
There's a
even
big
there.
moment
It's
in
not
the
about
series,
them
game
winning or
missing
not.
three.
I didn't say because they went to game 7. I said
The
Jimmy
final
Butler.
two
Hey, you
games
know,
against
bro.
Philly,
Jimmy
Max
Butler
Strus was averaging
in
19
no.
points a game.
I'm saying Jimmy
Y'all
Butler.
see
In,
LeBron
I'm
play.
saying Jimmy Butler in game 6 and game 7 put that shit on the wall.
I hope you niggas
bro.
know that.
And then
Max
let's look
Strus
at
was
let's look
aver-
at Jimmy. Let's look
Max
at Jimmy
Strus
Butler's
in the
Wait.
two-game closeout against Philly was averaging
Watch this.
19 on
Watch this.
48, 40
Watch this.
split.
Let's
From
look
08.
at Jimmy Butler's
48, 40
team.
split.
Let's look at Jimmy Butler's teammates versus the Boston Celtics since he wants to bring up teammates' performances, right? Bam Adebayo, 15 points on 59%. Sure, we could keep that. Next man up, 9 points on 30% from the fucking field, Victor Oladipo. Next man up, Gabe Vincent, 8 points on 38 from the field. There we go. Next up, Max Strus, 8 points on 30% from the field. Next, want me to keep going? Next up, 9 points on 28 from the fucking field. Guess who that is? Kyle
Tyler.
fucking Lowry. You want to talk to me about teammates?
Sounds like a bunch of
His
good
defense
defenders
was
to me.
trash.
I don't know
What
what to
are
tell
we
you.
talking about? What are we
All those
talking
guys are
about?
playing defense, by the way.
You want me
Every
to keep
single one
going?
of those.
Didn't the Warriors have the best defense in the league?
Andrew Wiggins played great defense and
Yeah,
great
that's
offense.
what-
Wait,
That's it. That's it.
None.
No,
That's
they wasn't
it.
the best.
They
team
had
in
the best
league.
defense in the league.
That's it.
None.
That's it. That's literally
bro.
it. That's literally
Oh my
it. Andrew
God.
Wiggins was playing fantastic defense.
Oh my
Clay
Draymond
wasn't.
played good defense.
Draymond was literally getting benched.
I
Kevon
like
Looney was
Boston's
getting
defense
So it's all
different.
man?
here.
No defensive schemes?
Draymond was getting benched for his offense. That's disingenuous. bro.
Yes.
His
he was
defense
actually
wasn't
playing
moving
good
anybody.
defense.
I'm not gonna lie to
He
you.
had the
Don't
triple
Mars, don't
single.
lie. Let's not have revisionist history, bro.
Well,
Draymond Green
well,
finals
his
performance
defense was
shitty,
moving
bro.
people who understand the game because he was very impactful defensively. But
Like,
if you're one of those people who aren't understanding of the game, that's fine. I mean, that's on you.
nah,
Talking
bro.
about
His
his
defense was
teammates.
not
His
moving nobody.
teammates
In
was
the
trash.
2025
But,
in the
so,
against
Golden
Jalen
State,
Brown-
Golden State's playoff defense wasn't good.
No, it was.
Mhm.
So
So
what
up
was
at, like in those finals, I don't think Draymond Green's defense was moving me personally. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it was good, but it wasn't like what Draymond Green usually does. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he was being used as an isolation defender in Jaylen Brown.
So why did Jason Tatum play horribly?
Because
Because Jason Tatum's overrated.
Wiggins was
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
Tatum was playing very tough back in
Luka
general.
would never, even though Luka wasn't great against Golden State either. But
no,
Luka
Luka.
would never.
Luka.
He was
I ain't
better
gonna lie.
than
Wiggins
Tatum
had an
got more
all-time
success
defensive
than
record.
Luka.
Mars, it's not Luka's fault. Maxi
Wiggins,
Kleber can't hit his
he
shot.
had Luka and
Nah, it is
Tatum.
Luka's fault. Make a team as bad, man.
Jason Tatum did more than Luka in the NBA.
What?
He had better teammates, bro.
He hasn't played
Yes.
better than Luka in the NBA.
Other
so-
than finals
He's
appearances,
done more than him.
So
But he hasn't
he
played
got
it.
in 2022. Jimmy
Hey,
Butler.
give
Led his
Luka,
team to
Jalen
more
Brown, Al
success than
Horford,
Luka
Marcus
had.
Smart.
Yeah,
He would have
You
like a
put
handful.
Luka on that Boston team and take away Tatum, they winning a chip.
They probably won't.
No, they're not.
They winning a chip.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's
to you.
Boston's biggest weakness?
Jaylen Brown's left hand.
Facts.
Oh yeah, Luka on that Boston
No
team.
way.
was-
Jason
Tatum
Tatum's left
Tatum
hand 2 and 22 wasn't good. But
Luka done got
Yeah,
defense
well,
like
Jaylen Brown.
Tatum.
They can hide the
It's
defense
hot
with
shit,
the
bro.
defensive
Let's be real.
personnel they already have on the
Nah, they ain't
Celtics.
hiding it. He
It's
getting
hot trash
pushed.
on
What is he
Tatum.
winning?
Hey,
They not
I
hiding it.
saw Jason Tatum try to post up Curry and couldn't do it. So
That's tough.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I seen Jason
I saw Al
Tatum
Horford try and post up Steph. I
do
remember that play.
more in the
He couldn't do
playoffs
it. Steph's a
than
two-way
Luka
player.
Doncic.
Telling you niggas.
he's done more in the playoffs than Luka.
Yes,
Look, just because he came back against
I- I-
Glenn
I-
Rivers
yes.
doesn't make him great, bro. I'm sorry.
he been doing this since he came straight through.
Who
And
Tatum?
who's, wait, I have a question. Who's Luka's second best player consistently through that way?
I ain't say he was better than
Tatum
Luka.
has been in an
I'm just saying.
Tatum has been in an optimal
Brunson.
situation since he got in the league. Tatum has never been on a bad team. He's literally been on a
Nah.
bad
That's
team.
what,
Got in
whose
the
fault
league.
is that?
Luka has
Fact.
been better.
He's basically
No,
having a
Luka-
disappointing Magic Johnson type career. Not gonna lie to you.
Luka been on good teams too.
Stop it.
Huh?
Stop
Good.
it.
He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling.
You take away Luka, they might be a lottery team.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
I forgot
Tim Hardaway Jr.
He's trolling. He's
Tim
trolling.
Hardaway
He's
Jr.
trolling.
No, what Jalen said is actually a lie. That's not true.
If you take away Jason Tatum, they not.
What did Jalen say? I
They're
didn't
still
hear.
making the
Take away
playoffs.
Luka, the
They literally still win games, even though he plays like dog.
You said if you take away Luka, they what?
I think they're gonna be good without Jason Tatum.
Which year?
I want to say before the year
Boston?
Jalen Brunson kind of elevated. So I want to say 2020.
That's not too crazy.
Yeah, I definitely say a lottery team.
Before the Jalen Brunson rise, I don't know.
Luka was missing games. They were still
Without
playing.
Luka, that
They
team
were
is a
still
top
playing.
5 pick team without Luka. You're telling me Jalen Brunson and Maxi Kleber are winning you games?
Well, they were doing it. They were
was winning them.
They were winning them when Luka was hurt. So I don't know what you guys.
No, but he said before the rise.
Over
though.
Yeah,
82
before
games.
Jalen Brunson kind of
He said before the
82
Jalen
games
Brunson
in.
rise.
Let me double
elevated.
check. I'll double check.
Go
With
for it.
Jason Kidd
There's-
coaching?
in the playoffs, he definitely elevated in the playoffs. When
Well, he
They're gonna
got
play
Kyrie
everything.
now.
So we'll go
Luka
2021.
It's so great. He got Kyrie. He should at least
He
be
just
hitting
now
the
got
conference
Kyrie.
finals now, right?
What? That's no.
He should
That's
at
not how that
least
works.
be hitting the conference finals, right?
no,
That's
that's
not
not.
how
Why
that
not?
works.
They got to go through the Nuggets and the Suns and the Lakers.
The
still.
Nut-
So what should the Suns
come
be hitting?
on,
Wait, what should the Suns
man.
be hitting with KD?
Now Jason Tatum running with lowly old Jalen Brown, but
He's an all NBA
Luka
player,
can't get
man.
to the conference
With the East, he
finals
can't beat
with
Jimmy Butler in the
great
Heat, bro.
Kyrie Irving. Oh,
I didn't know 2 people won a championship now.
Huh?
Tatum's route to the conference finals is easier than Luka's.
Yeah, Luka had to face the
Yeah.
Clippers.
Who said that? What,
Wait,
I said that just
I
now.
don't know.
I
I
said
don't
it right
agree
now.
with that.
2020 and
You
2021.
gotta play the Bucks.
Luka.
You gotta play. Anybody could pop up out of there.
You just named one team that
That's a
couldn't.
sweep.
beat
Yeah,
them.
when
No,
they
that's
played the
for
Bucks,
76ers.
Chris Middleton was
They played
injured.
Bucks when Chris Middleton was hurt.
Yeah.
Celtics.
They lost
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what I'm
Heat.
saying. The
without
Celtics
their
played the
starting
Bucks
shooting
one
guard
time,
twice.
and that was when Chris Middleton was injured.
And they played Philly this year when what? Joel Embiid was hurt.
They
No,
played
he
the
was
Hawks
playing.
and the Sixers with all
They
that.
was out there.
The
They won
Hawks
6
took
games
the
with the
6
Hawks.
games, bro. They should have a shame of themselves, nigga.
What
I'm
they
not
do
gonna
to
lie.
KD and
Regardless of
Kyrie, though.
injury, Boston's always been
Don't
a good
nobody
team
want to
with Tatum.
talk
They've
about
always
what
had
they
good
did to
pieces around
KD and Kyrie, though.
Bro, Tatum's literally the Boston Celtics to
Swept
me
them.
this year were like the best roster in the NBA.
Yeah, you can say 100%. They could have the best roster in the
Yeah,
league.
the best roster in terms of talent.
And I'm tired of this revisionist history that they weren't.
Yeah, no, they
What?
did roster wise.
Swept
Oh,
them.
this revisionist history that they weren't the
They
most
don't even
talented
got a
roster in the
real
league.
point guard.
They were the most talented team in the league.
What?
Yeah, but people had this
They ain't had no
revisionist
real
history that
point
like
guard.
other
They
teams were
had
better.
Smart
They
running
lost to the
point.
Miami Heat.
Literally
Who
had
didn't have a
Derek
real
Wright,
point
Malcolm
guard?
Brogdon, Marcus Smart as your guard rotation. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
like,
bro.
Their weakest position was you could say their point guard.
And they
in terms of
lost to a
having
team with a worse
real
point
point
It's
guard.
Yeah,
because
if that's your only weakness, that seems like a really good team to me. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
you had
Without a
defense,
point guard?
shot creation, and shot making
The
all at
Heat
your
didn't
guard
have a
spot.
point guard, buddy, and they lost.
You need a
And
point
Marcus
guard.
Smart didn't even play bad
A
in the
good
playoffs.
Rondo. Let
Like,
Rondo
it's
with
not
the
like
You had
Lakers
Jason
team
Tatum,
instead
obviously,
of
like
the
best on the
Lakers.
team, elite
So you're
two-way
saying
player.
Jason Tatum
You had a
is
Robert
a
Williams
great
who's a
player
shot
at every
blocker, and a
position
lob
to win?
catcher.
That's
Al
crazy.
Horford was an elite catcher shooter who could actually switch sometimes. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got Grant Williams, one of the best post defenders I think in the league. Like, bro, like that team was nice, bro.
was a good
Like,
team.
really,
Poor
really
man
good.
DeAndre
Nice.
Jordan.
Honestly, the only reason why they are not winning more is because Tatum's just not good enough right now. It's-
Facts.
And Jalen Brown stinks.
Yeah, I think Jalen Brown. Yeah, I mean,
Brown
the
is
combination of both
something.
those guys. have
They
to
don't
step
be
up more.
balling though. He cool.
I think having a real facilitator though, I think would help. Like having a Tyus Jones type.
Yeah, they need a point guard.
Real ball handler.
Yeah, like
facilitator.
a Luka Doncic. Imagine you switch Luka for Jason Tatum. Look at
And
that.
Luka gonna have the
Chip,
ball
chip.
all
That's a
game.
chip.
I'm really
if
not sure
Luka has
about
the
this
ball, that means
You
idea.
ain't gonna
Jalen
do
Brown's
nothing.
not dribbling the ball. Yeah, if Luka has the ball, Jalen Brown's not
If
dribbling the ball.
if Luka's there, bro, their offense gets way better. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, and Jalen Brown could realize, hey,
He's
I don't
not-
have to play
Jalen
offense.
Brown
let me
not
play
spotting
defense
up and
again. So
shooting?
he's gonna start playing defense again.
You think Jalen Brown gonna be a spot up shooter?
He
For
should
Luka?
No
He's
one's
not going to
saying
be
that.
spot up. Who said he's going to
No
be spot up?
way.
He won't be just a spot up shooter.
And he gets backdoor.
Do y'all think
Listen,
Luka
man.
just makes players play like the spot? Like he played with Jalen Brunson,
No,
who was a
man.
worse player than
We seen it with Kyrie. He ain't know what to do.
Jalen Brown's so bad that Jalen
He's not.
He
He's
did
not.
not watch them.
They're still trying to figure out how to
Jalen
play
Brown
with each
still
other.
Yeah,
wants the
Jalen
ball,
Brunson is a
though.
better basketball player than Jalen
But
Brunson.
this guy's
I'm
running
not
offense
mad
with
at them. I don't want to
Dwight
make that move right
with
away.
Dwight
Jalen
Powell
Brown is
pick and
still.
roll.
I've seen it more for longer, so I want to wait to make that.
No, seeing what more mid? I guess.
Nah,
Bro.
Jaylen Brown's still over Jalen.
If you're moved by 25 points a game on +1 efficiency with like the best spacing roster in the NBA, I guess you can We move by that, bro. Like,
25 points a game on good efficiency is 25 points.
Who got the best
is
spacing?
plus one in today's NBA good efficiency?
And that level of spacing?
He needs to be better than Brandon Ingram. He's not.
His
Jalen Brown's not better than Brandon Ingram. So I don't know why.
Low key, the Suns may have crazy spacing in the upcoming year, especially if like
Jalen Brown not better than Jalen Brunson.
Suns
I think niggas are respecting Bradley Beal off the catch.
But in terms, someone asked like who has the best spacing, and I feel like the Suns are probably.
Yeah, why not? Hold on, Bradley Beal, elite shooter
off the catch.
Bradley,
whoa! I mean, yo, let me try.
Bradley Beal is elite.
Oh, okay. I thought you were serious.
Especially next to Kevin Durant. Next to Kevin Durant,
you know what's crazy? Catch shooting is something that he's actually really good at.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Bradley Beal 6 years.
Yeah, the Suns and the Celtics will have good spacing as well. The Suns.
Do you guys realize who Bradley Beal had to play with the past couple years? You put him now beside Kevin Durant and Devin Booker.
He's not
Bradley Beal got the best shooting year of his career.
I told you guys. No, I actually think like seriously, I think the Phoenix Suns are gonna have one of the best.
Act like Bradley Beal can't shoot. He definitely.
What about the defense?
He's a good shooter. He's not an elite shooter. There's a difference
defensively.
Well, Bradley Beal said that he's gonna lock in as a defender this year.
You can't have a defensive-minded coach with no defensive pieces. That just doesn't work.
Isn't KD a positive?
I will say,
KD, Beal, if they all
lock in around him isn't set for him to be a positive like that.
You could say Bradley Beal's offensive load won't be so great. He should put more effort
like that either.
He should put more effort.
No, but the Nets had at least Nets had two like a big guard in Ben Simmons and Nick Claxton who's switchable. So then KD could be like second side rim protection, and he was perimeterly sound as well.
So what y'all think the Suns gonna do?
Some defense will be bottom 5 in the league, but the offense will be top 3.
Y'all think the Suns going?
I think they'll have a mid defense. I think they'll have a mid defense, and then come postseason, you'll see how like it gets exposed. But
that's what I think it's about. People hear all them names and just think the West is just so good, but they really not that good.
I mean, no, they're pretty good.
It's only like
they're pretty nice. You got Denver gonna be elite. You got the Lakers gonna be elite.
It's only like, come on, man.
Come on.
I already know the Suns are gonna.
The West is actually really good. Like,
what's the worst team in the West?
For the West is actually
what's the worst team in the West? Utah.
West is stacked. The West is gonna be stacked. Memphis is gonna be another 50+ win team.
The Suns ain't got no defense.
The worst team in the West is probably Houston.
And that's better than what's the worst team in the East? Pistons again, probably.
Pistons,
Charlotte,
Washington.
Pistons might be better.
Washington.
Yo, chill on Washington. They got JP, man. They finna hoop this year.
Hey, I'm gonna start another super chat. Can JH be looked at as the greatest to never win?
James Harden.
James Harden. So is he better than Karl Malone?
Yes, but yes, he is the greatest to never win. He is.
I agree.
Man, we can say he's better than KM. Yeah.
That's what's crazy on the debate. That's
that
who
doesn't exist.
I would have picked James Harden.
James Harden career ain't no.
Legit, the only reason why he hasn't won is because he ran up against the Warriors so many times.
Yeah, it's because the rest.
Honestly, is really just because the man just didn't stay with KD.
He might get catch a ring on the back end.
He ran up on them in 15. They just had a worse team, lost in 5, and then 18. Chris Paul got hurt. 19. I don't even know, honestly.
He blew up the Brooklyn Nets when they was gonna win.
Bro, how different do we look at James Harden? Wait, how different do we look at James Harden if they don't miss like 30 straight threes in a row? They beat them, and then they beat the Cavs in the finals in 20.
Y'all look at
I look at him the same, but I'm looking at LeBron different. He lost to James Harden. Interesting.
Ain't gonna lie, might be with you.
I'm not gonna lie. If LeBron lost to James Harden, that legacy.
I'm not gonna lie.
LeBron loses to James Harden. I don't care that he made the finals of that team.
I might even have to dock LeBron for that. If he lost to that James Harden team,
James Harden definitely is propelling a little bit.
That team was definitely like.
James Harden was a beast that year.
I mean, the Houston team was a great team, though, with Chris Paul healthy. I do think they were a great team.
How many years does Joel Embiid have until he's in the best player to never
win? But Mars, you do realize that what's going to happen, right? If LeBron lost to the Houston Rockets, they'll just be like, oh, yeah, they're the team that defeated the greatest team of all time.
Of course.
Yeah. That Houston team will be seen as an all-time great team, no doubt.
The Houston team's already an all-time great team. Y'all just don't.
Every team that LeBron loses to is somehow an all-time great team.
I mean, they are, though.
Every team that loved the Mavericks were all-time great.
Except for the Mavericks.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the 2021 Phoenix Suns, man.
And niggas were saying the 2013
Spurs
all-time great.
The way they were
Yes,
off that Spurs
that
team,
Spurs
now,
team, that ball movement crazy.
they weren't all
Jalen
time great.
was the best
They
team
had
ever.
the great players.
Yeah,
Why am I so bored? LeBron could have beat a
Boris
Boris Diaw switch, man.
Now, I'll say this.
Hey,
Gary
Boris Diaw was a great defender. What are we
Boris
talking about?
Diaw was raw.
Gary Neal is the best.
Nigga, how old was he? Like,
Boris Diaw was actually playing very well in the finals.
Basketball
I
IQ
sure
was crazy.
did,
but
bro.
for
He
LeBron
he
James,
passed
for him
the
to not be
ball.
able to beat Boris
He
Diaw
know how
off
to
LeBron still cooked
man,
that
he's
series.
a good playmaker.
The first three games, not really. Last four, yes.
He played real good in that.
He stat padded.
finals.
He was stat padded. He wasn't cooked.
Who?
LeBron in the.
Oh, he
against
for
the
sure was.
2014.
They beat the Spurs? Hold
I'm not
on.
gonna lie, 14
Yeah, he was
Bron,
stat padded.
offensively?
Because we'd be losing bad, and Bron would just be like, "Let me just get some dunks in."
You're a Heat fan?
Yep.
Wow. Was Nash a superstar?
Nigga's so happy.
Was Nash a superstar during his
Bron was stat
MVP?
He's a
padded.
transcendent
What was D
player,
Wade
man.
them doing,
Transcendent
man,
offensive player,
at
man.
the same time?
Yeah.
Steve Nash was the
shout out
NBA
Nash, man.
superstar. Yes, you're not an MVP of the league twice.
Better
You know?
peak for peak.
don't-
Was he a better offensive player than LeBron? Let me stop.
I don't know
Okay,
why
let's
you guys
move on.
make
Let's move
the superstar like definition so tough. Like I just see it like above all star. Like that's the.
That's
I don't
simple. Hey,
think
that's your
that-
criteria. That's cool. Yeah, I mean that's your criteria. That's fine.
Steve
That
Nash was the superstar at one point though, for sure.
No, come on. He had a good I want to say maybe for 4 years.
Yeah,
4
he
years,
was.
4 years.
He
Dang.
was
Better than
popular.
Kobe. Let me stop. Bro, niggas get mad, man.
Reggie Reg, as much as this little Yachty generation tries to crap on the 90s, the game is exciting. Watching 3-point contests for 48 minutes is exhausting.
So is watching people.
Little Yachty generation is
Some
whack.
90s teams are dreadful. To
Lil
watch.
Yachty generation is
Some mid
crazy.
2000 teams,
Right.
most mid 2000 teams are dreadful to watch.
All right, man. You Ice Cube
No, I'm not
ass
gonna lie.
niggas. I swear,
Watching
man.
the 2000s,
I love watching the
like
2000s.
the amount of just like long twos they'll take like with a foot on the line. It's like okay, damn.
That
A lot of
pisses me.
isolation
Does that get you mad?
basketball. It was a lot of isolation basketball in the early 2000s.
Does that not get you mad though? Like you're just
Isolation
thinking,
basketball now. Like, oh my
Just take
I
it
think
god.
more
one
in
step
2000.
back,
No,
man.
it's still way
Nah,
more.
like
in 2000.
pick and
It's a lot
rolls,
more
right?
bubble.
You know how many times Kobe would take a deep two and both his heels would be on the 3-point line? Ash would be like,
Bad,
back.
teammate.
I went back and watched like some like young
Joe
Steph
Johnson.
Curry. Like it's crazy
I
that Steph
told Joe
Curry
used
was
to
doing
do
that
that
as well.
too.
Like when
Right?
he first came into the
Long
league,
twos.
Steph was taking
Was.
a bunch of deep twos. I'm like, okay, damn.
Yeah.
The league's changed.
And he realized, wait, I could actually shoot. Let me step back a little bit.
Oh,
Change
Kobe
the
played
radio
now.
for a
He'll
Change
be
the game.
bombing threes.
No, I
Even
don't
when
but
Steph
LeBron's-
was
but
doing, like,
LeBron's a better
off dribble
shooter.
shooting was like a little bit strange to him still.
Because back then, you gotta understand, back then, especially in the zone era, the mindset was I gotta get a bucket whenever I can, right? Especially like whenever they would collapse down there. So taking those long twos is like I gotta take what the defense is giving me. And if the defense is giving me that, I'm pulling that bitch every fucking time. So that's just how it was. Then the spacing came in and it made it easier for people to, let me just step back a little bit and then take these threes.
That's a good point. I wonder if you can make the argument, kind of a little devil's advocate point, that this current generation is kind of scared to get in the nitty gritty of the defenses to create their own shot, which is why they like to kind of.
It's not scared. It's not
No, I
scared.
think
They just don't find it as a necessity as it was back then. Back then, it was a necessity because of the way that the defenses were laid out. Now,
Was it a necessity or was it all they knew?
You said
I
what?
think they attack quicker.
It was
Was it a
all they knew.
necessity
Yeah,
or
they
was it
didn't
all they knew?
understand. They didn't understand how effective the 3-ball was or how shooting a 3-ball.
But at the same time, I definitely think you could argue.
My bad, KB. I didn't hear you, bro. Like at all.
No, I said, was it effective? Was it necessary or was it like they just that's all they knew? Is what I'm saying. Like,
Well, yeah, because that's all they thought. Like the effectiveness of it. That's why it was a necessity because they didn't know like, oh yeah, just me going out there at the 3-point line is gonna make life so much easier and then cause stretch big lineups and
Because
then cause a mismatch. And
people weren't really winning with
no,
that
but like,
style.
even like if you look at some of the
Yes,
Laker
they
lineups,
were. They were.
it didn't have to be like
The
crazy
Mavs-
spacing.
with the,
Remember
with
when
the three?
the Lakers used to run these lineups where it was like Lamar, Paul,
I
Kobe,
remember Paul Pierce
Derek,
and
and,
Antoine
like,
Walker used to shoot.
I forget who
threes
their
all
other
day.
guard was, but those like lineups
Not
with
winning.
everyone to shoot in space, even if it's not all 3-point shots, it still worked to their advantage. You feel?
Mhm.
Like spacing
I
was
feel
always
like the
something.
Lakers were spaced decently in the early thing.
For their era, I mean, sure. For that era, you could say they had good spacing and shooting. Let's say Robert Williams is a good shooter. Great. Derek Fisher hit the open three.
It was for me. It was just watching dudes like catch the ball and just jab step,
I love it.
and then pull
Love
them
it.
into. I was like, at
Love
least T
that.
Mac tried to diversify it. He would miss a lot of those.
Yeah.
He would make it look cool.
Nah, I love that. I love that form of basketball. I love watching that shit.
Jab.
Nobody brings up the second overall pick in 2011.
Who was that?
Who's that? Derek Williams?
Oh, the big dunker guy
from Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, it was from Arizona.
He was supposed to be the next Blake Griffin or something.
Just
Oh
way
my
skinny.
God, I remember Derek Williams.
I remember him.
I really thought he was going to be something when he went to the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, Jay,
That was really 12 years ago. That's crazy.
He was cramming on. He was alright in college though.
Sorry.
Jalen, quick question: do you still believe DeMarcus Cousins could guard out on the perimeter almost as good as AD?
Bro, when I say
Oh
almost,
yeah,
when
I was meant
said
to ask
gap,
you about that
yeah,
because
no.
someone told me about that. Terrible.
You said that,
No,
Jalen?
No, this is the conversation. Let's put all into context, all right? So we're having a conversation.
No way you
about-
said that shit, bro.
This is the conversation we're having. We're having a conversation about if you take AD off of the 2020 team and put DeMarcus Cousins, could the Lakers still win a championship? Me, Ox, a couple other
No.
guys said yes, I think they still win a championship. So the argument was against it was that team was predicated on elite defense, which it was. But I think if you add DeMarcus Cousins, they would change up their game a little bit. But obviously they would. He's not as dominant defensively as AD. But then they brought up AD's perimeter defense as a big thing. While I think DeMarcus Cousins on the perimeter, the gap is closer than the defense at the rim from AD and DeMarcus. So DeMarcus is closer perimeter defense wise because he's more of a mobile big than the gap is between AD and DeMarcus as a rim protector. And then the Lakers also on that team, they also had other great defenders like Danny Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They had Dwight Howard coming in. So they had other defensive parts which would be able to help DeMarcus in some of his defensive efficiencies, so they'd still be able to win a championship with DeMarcus, and purely because of the talent and skill set of DeMarcus Cousins. Offensively, I think he's a plus over AD. I think he created his own shot better. I think he's a better passer than AD. So I just think that replacing Anthony Davis with Mark Cousins, they still win a championship.
Okay,
I mean,
honestly,
honestly,
Boogie was a beast though.
Oh, wait, let me.
Boogie's him.
It's actually pretty funny. We're talking about this today on the space.
Before we get
Cousins-
on him, KB, before we get on Boogie's back, Boogie was a beast. But go ahead.
All right,
Yeah, Boogie was tough. It
was cool. It was not.
Nice.
You're not. You won a. You remove Anthony Davis. You're clear. Like to me, your best defender on that team. Like in 2020, Anthony Davis peaked. Not peaked as a defender, I would say, but his peak as a defender was still pretty high then. Defensively, his switchability was way better than
he one of the best
underrating how good of a switch
ever
Anthony Davis was. And when you're saying the gap is closer, I actually don't. The gap is closer actually at the rim because this nigga DeMarcus Cousins on the perimeter was terrible. Like he was below by a guy. He was not catching up with people. He wasn't good as a team defender, rotating at all. He was actually more so better than in drop. And even though when he was in drop, he was still a very lazy defender. So defensively, he AD clears this nigga like miles out. And then when you talk about in the year 2020 specifically, there hasn't been a year where DeMarcus Cousins has actually put up similar production to what AD in 2020 was doing as an offensive player.
At the bubble. Wait, you can say at the bubble, yes, he had a spike.
No, but you're not.
Hold on.
This is the year we're talking. So you're talking about someone who was averaging like 28 plus. Mm-hmm. On top of that, his mid-range shooting was actually very good. I think DeMarcus Cousins is a good mid-range shooter, but DeMarcus Cousins was, for a big man, he had years where he was like inefficient at the rim.
Also, but you have to look at the situation.
And on top of that, look at
the situation in Sacramento that he had to work with.
They probably could have won with.
Yeah, but that wouldn't even when he's playing with LeBron, he'll play with LeBron, which is fine. But even in some series where you're watching AD self-create for himself in the midi, and he was actually getting to the rim for himself.
Marcus is a far better self-creator than AD. AD has to get
You also have to look at too, like the people they're playing. You have to look at the people they're playing in that playoffs. Like, there's really not many teams. Just take out AD, put in Boogie that you really think can beat the Lakers. Like, if we're being completely honest.
And on top of that, defensively, they would lose. I think they would actually lose to Houston off the simple fact of what James Harden would do
the first
for Boogie. Specifically,
no
those minutes he would get played off the floor. Defensively, he would get fried. Like they would go small ball, and because how nimble and like mobile AD was defensively, it was a counter to their small ball. You add Boogie, you take away that at the 5, and then when your 5 is vulnerable, you've seen it. It's very hard for you to have good defensive possessions. So like off that strength alone, that'd be an issue.
I think we're focused on DeMarcus Cousins in the Sacramento years, while when he was put in more of an optimal situation in New Orleans when he had
even in New Orleans, he was still bad.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a bad defender. I think it was
he was still bad. Pair beside AD.
Anthony Davis was saving him from being.
Look, I think Anthony Davis is a better defender. Don't say that. I just think you put.
You remember that year, Jalen?
Winning a championship. That's all.
Do you remember that season?
I think they are.
I don't think you don't beat the Nuggets.
I think the offensive
AD and Boogie played.
No, there's no offensive.
I think off LeBron alone they can beat the.
You remember that?
I think LeBron alone.
Stop. Yo, Mars, for somebody recently think DeMarcus Cousins is this efficient offensive player. I don't know why.
Yeah, Jalen, break down DeMarcus Cousins' offensive game for me.
I think DeMarcus Cousins, one, he's the better creator of his own shot. He creates his own shot better than AD. I think
he do.
I think the better
he can't dribble better than AD.
Better 3-point shooter than AD. He's the better mid-range. Finishing at the rim, I think. I'll still edge DeMarcus, but I think it's the same at best. I think as a passer,
finishing at the rim's the same.
No, I think
That's what I was saying, bro.
I'm gonna enlighten you with some statistics.
DeMarcus at the rim and tell me he can't finish just like AD. Maybe AD's better at catching lobs, but no. You get both those guys the ball in the post. DeMarcus Cousins is scoring more efficiently than AD.
No.
And he clears AD as a passer. DeMarcus clears AD as a passer.
All right,
when is peak DeMarcus Cousins' team? Just give me a year.
Yeah, gotta be right before he went to.
Give me New Orleans DeMarcus Cousins and give me like the 2 years prior.
Got hurt.
Okay,
Okay.
20 3-year stretch. Give me that 3 years.
You have to use the year before he went to.
In that 3-year stretch, DeMarcus Cousins was 61% at the rim as a big man.
Okay.
As a big,
61%.
As a big, yeah.
What year is that? What year is that?
That's 15, 16 to 17, 18.
We also have to look at the situation with Sacramento.
In 15, 16?
Are you curious
about it was 58%
more like a bully. He'll get in
16, 17, he was 59%, and in 14, 15, he was what? 59% as well. This nigga was
Anthony Davis from 17, 18
position.
Yeah, yes, he's terrible. Anthony Davis from 17, 18 to 2020, 75.5%.
Hey,
I'll give
it. DeMarcus Cousins from mid-range in those 3 years, 33% from 10 to 16 feet, and 36% from 16 feet to 3.
That sounds like Giannis.
Anthony Davis, 41.7% from 10 to 16 feet, and 33% from 16 feet to the 3-point.
DeMarcus, as defenses were keying in on DeMarcus more than they were keying on AD because AD had more support than DeMarcus. AD had much more support offensively than DeMarcus Cousins did.
That doesn't explain 33% from mid-range. It doesn't explain 33%.
Let's do years. Let's give the years where DeMarcus.
Do you know how many turnovers DeMarcus used to get?
I know that. I know. DeMarcus was a turnover.
To be fair, playing with the Lakers, that would go down.
Jalen, I won't even bring up.
He used to get turnovers from just dribbling.
I won't even bring up.
Had a lot of turnovers. I'm not saying.
Hold on.
But you guys are making this
years where Anthony Davis was playing with LeBron James. I'll bring up years where he was a number one for himself. 1 second.
You guys are making this a Anthony Davis versus DeMarcus Cousins. I don't think Jalen's saying DeMarcus Cousins and AD are on the same tier necessarily. The conversation
he said DeMarcus is better offensively. Those were
that's what we're arguing.
That's what we're arguing. He said
I think AD's clearly a better basketball player because obviously the gap.
He said he'd edge DeMarcus as a finisher, which was wrong.
What was he saying? He said DeMarcus is better mid-range. How much of a better passer are you if you have years where you have more turnovers and assists per game?
But again, the
I think AD does
creating offense for his team was far greater than AD's responsibility creating offense for his team.
Okay, he's a better. I'll even give you that. He's a better passer.
Point guard at times. Better passer, better 3-point shooter.
Yes, I agree with the 3-point shot. I agree with the 3-point.
Yeah,
3-point
shooting.
The mid-range thing. Maybe my eyes lied to me.
Yes, your eyes deceive you.
I'm always whenever I saw Boogie as a better mid-range shooter.
What?
Yeah, but maybe
the eyes think that Anthony Davis is better.
Yo,
never.
You know what's crazy? Yo.
I think the level of difficulty a shot.
In the years where he had actual good guess who he's playing with?
AD take the fade away like Kobe.
Yo, Mars. In the years that he had good 3-point shooting, guess who he was playing with?
Anthony Davis.
Who? Rondo?
Anthony Davis. Some of his better years of 3-point shooting, he's playing with Anthony Davis. I wonder why.
He played 1 year with
crazy.
Jalen, just some more stats. Why not? 15.
There's 2 years in Sacramento where he shot well.
Could pass.
After that, the rest of
I agree. DeMarcus could pass. I'll give him that. 15, 16.
I'll give him that.
DeMarcus in the post, 5.6 possessions a game, 0.96 points per possession. So do with that what you will. The next year, 5.9 possessions, 0.94 points per possession in the post. And then the next year, he had his volume went down because he was in New Orleans. 4 possessions a game, 0.88 points per possession in the post. Whereas Anthony Davis that same year, 0.97 points per possession in the post on similar volume. The next year, Anthony Davis was at 0.97 points per possession in the post.
Aren't they similar? Am I hearing this wrong? 0.97.
Also, does it say?
And then the year after that, Anthony Davis was at 0.9. So the post play at best is a wash.
Does it say who they're posting up against too? Like that's obviously important. If DeMarcus Cousins is posting up a center versus Anthony Davis,
but for mid range, did DeMarcus have a higher volume in the mid range than Anthony Davis? I feel like he took more mid range.
29% of AD shots were from the mid range in those 3-year stretch. 17% of DeMarcus.
Wow,
come on, bro. We
really
to watch.
Maybe my eyes deceive me. Maybe my eyes deceive me.
DeMarcus Cousins is so overrated, man. Every year during the summer, we keep hearing, "Oh, he'd be in talks with Jokic if he played in today's game."
Like, I mean, you heard what Steven.
Is he better than Bam?
He would be. He would be.
He's not better than Bam. He's not better than Triple J.
I think I might be
better than Bam or Triple J.
Is he even better than Sabonis?
Nah, don't do that.
Sabonis a dragon.
He's better than Bam Adebayo. He's better than Triple J. Stop.
No, he's not.
I think he is better than Bam.
Better than Bam.
I like Bam.
Let's bring up Bam. Who's a better? Wait. Who's a better passer?
Hold on.
Who's a better passer? Who's a better passer?
DHL merchant, so I'll go Cousins.
Bam.
Okay, I'm gonna edge that to
I ain't gonna lie, Boogie can run a dribble handoff.
Hey, Boogie a bully.
Yeah,
Boogie could play point guard. We'll say that. Boogie was literally dribbling up the court.
I wonder what happened.
Boogie a bully. These boys.
Marcus clears them as a scorer, clears them as a rebounder. Like.
Okay,
yeah,
let's talk about defenders.
Who's you know what's crazy? Bam might be a better mid range.
No, he's not. No, he's not. You don't believe that, man.
No, Bam's actually a better mid range.
He finally started thinking something.
I think the volume is there for Bam, though.
And I ain't trying to disrespect Boogie, by the way. I'm just reading the numbers based on the tape.
No, Bam is legitimately a better mid range shooter.
Wait, Bam can never be number one option offensively.
There's no way you can make me believe Bam's a better.
Well, I mean, if the team's gonna be trashy,
wait, stop.
If the team's gonna win 30 games like the Kings did, then yeah.
Because like if Bam's like your best player, like I don't see him going far at all.
If you switch the
Boogie never made the playoffs. It's not much to beat.
No, that's fine. But like, the how it's coded is like the Lakers in the playoffs.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I chose like 3 years of DeMarcus Cousins, some of his better shooting. He has the same volume as Bam, and Bam is shooting better percentages.
Yeah, but teams concede Bam jump shots more.
I agree.
Bam do be getting a lot of
mid-range shooter.
Bam will put up 15.
Bam is a better mid-range shooter than DeMarcus.
They let Bam
out here getting bucked. He's a much better finisher. I don't think I have to like argue that. I'll be real.
Bam's not a great finisher.
Yeah, I think
is he better than DeMarcus Cousins?
No.
Let's look it up. Come on.
He's not a better finisher.
I think DeMarcus is a better finisher than Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is not a great
around like length. I think they're both just as bad as each other. I think Bam adds like an extra vertical threat, but
nah.
I think Bam
where Bam Adebayo had like a similar percentage, even close to what DeMarcus Cousins was doing.
Yeah, but that's because I think he's getting more open looks at the rim. Genuinely, I believe that because I think Bam, when he has to finish around length, is terrible.
Even this year, when he had to finish around length, he was actually doing pretty well, in my opinion. I think he was pretty solid around the basket.
The argument for Bam is that he's miles better defensively.
bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the argument.
While also putting up better production and different spots on the floor. I'm just saying that's how.
Bro, they leave him
Nah,
open.
nah,
Stop
nah,
saying
nah,
that.
Literally
Leave him
okay,
open, bro.
okay, you can
Better
say they're leaving
mid-range
him
and
Cold as
open.
Bam.
guys.
Hey,
On
you
volume.
can say they're
Cold as
leaving him
Bam
open,
right
but you're
now.
getting the
Bam
similar
in that
production.
Sacramento team with no help around him, he's not giving you those shooters.
Oh, they're terrible.
He's
Yes,
not giving you those
yes.
They're
shooters.
terrible.
They might win more than the 29 games Boogie
Wait,
was
wait,
winning. Though.
Jalen.
That's what I'm saying.
If
Nah,
you let
I ain't gonna lie.
Bam might
They might win
be
less.
low
I
end
guarantee-
I don't know
contract.
what you niggas saw in DeMarcus
Jalen.
Cousins. Man.
Bam's defense is the thing that should
Bam
be
can
moving
get-
y'all.
Yo,
I
who's
guarantee-
better peak for peak, DeMarcus Cousins or Joakim Noah?
Stop it! Stop
So
it, KD.
nasty.
That's
Oh,
Jalen,
man.
To be honest, I'm mid off.
In 2016, who
Think
was
about
better, DeMarcus Cousins or Draymond Green?
In
Okay,
2016,
this is an interesting conversation. Okay.
Who was better, Draymond Green or DeMarcus Cousins?
I want you
What
to
about
Hold
a better
on,
basketball
man.
player than Draymond Green?
Oh, so that's an
Say
insult.
Mars.
But
Nah,
not
but Draymond
Bam.
Green as that option, third guy on Golden State.
Third?
Come on now. Yes.
He's a
Clay.
third
That's 38% from three. Draymond Green, by the way.
I mean, I hear
DeMarcus
you.
Cousins
He's
is
not
the
better
center
than DeMarcus
version of
Cousins.
Carmelo
This is why
Anthony.
numbers don't paint the whole story. No
You
one
talking
in
about the
2016 was
Draymond
saying
that had
Draymond was better than
32
DeMarcus
in
Cousins.
Game 7?
Not
I
really.
was. I was saying.
He was a way better basketball player than that bum ass nigga. What are we doing?
You talking about the Draymond if they don't get suspended, they win the championship?
Hey man, we're not saying he's a good guy. He's
Oh,
just
let's
like
not
a
talk
good
about
basketball
postseason with DeMarcus Cousins, man. He's never been there. So like,
He never had a
it is.
situation where he never been put in a situation where he was able to make the playoff runs of Sacramento.
Oh no, he has. He's
Hey,
been hurt.
Jalen, all I'm saying
Also,
is
the Lakers with Boogie or
Jalen, all I'm
Shaq
saying
in
is
the
as a
Rockets.
number one option.
Nigga
Josh
said the
Richardson
Lakers
made
could win a championship with Boogie.
DeMarcus
Jalen,
was
as a number one
27 and
option. Josh
11.
Richardson made it.
What are we talking about?
Ain't efficient 27. and
How
11.
many wins did the
that
Kings
efficient.
have? 33.
I think probably a 30-win team. They were bad. They were just bad. I mean, throughout his whole tenure there, they never did a good job drafting around him, trying to build a team around him. It was just bad.
The Lakers also beating the Nuggets and Heat too.
Luka did it. He can
They're
do it.
losing. You know what's crazy? The Lakers are losing to the Houston Rockets with DeMarcus
There's
Cousins.
no way.
Oh my God, James Harden getting Boogie on a switch. Oh,
Yes, he's frying him.
Hey man,
He's getting fried.
Dwight Howard in there for a little bit. We'll get
There's
Dwight
no
Howard in there for a little bit.
Mars, remember the zones
It's
used to run the
food in
full
the paint
course,
every-
like, they
every
can't do
play.
any of that
Food.
having backline boogie help. Like you can't have that, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the Rockets might cook them. I ain't gonna
And on top, you're gonna make
This
Russell
is
Westbrook look like a productive basketball player in that series as well, too, because of the fact that you have Boogie on the floor. I'm being so serious.
Nah.
Russ is
We got
getting
Dwight Howard,
lazy.
Bob McGee there. We got
Hey,
Dwight Howard.
a question
I ain't
is the
gonna lie.
Boogie-
Boogie guarding Russ. I still think Russ is getting to the rim.
Yeah,
So
he
in
is.
the
Or he probably
Jalen
would.
in the Jalen in the finals when
But that's how they
switch
used
up.
Anthony Davis. They used Anthony Davis to roam off Russ, but using
Yeah, they
Boogie
can't
there-
use Boogie the same way as they use.
If I remember, I
Anthony
mean,
Davis.
Westbrook was still
Exactly.
getting
So how
past
do you
Anthony
use
Davis
Boogie?
too.
Who's
Wait,
the
Westbrook
starting
was
lineup?
getting
There's
past Anthony
Russ,
Davis too.
Gordon.
No, he
It
wasn't.
was PJ
Okay.
Tucker,
Westbrook
Russ,
was still
Gordon.
rolled by Anthony Davis.
It
I don't know
was
why
yeah,
they-
it was PJ Tucker, Robert Covington.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Russ,
He's guarding
James
Robert
Harden.
Covington. There we go.
Oh
and,
my god. Oh
He's
my
guarding
God.
Robert Covington.
He's
Yo,
guarding
God,
Robert.
even
Covington.
let's say even if they beat Houston, if they had to play the Nuggets with Jokic,
When did Jamal Murray
Yo.
get injured?
Bro,
When
what
they
do we
beat
look at? They had
Denver,
Dwight
Jamal
Howard for
Murray
that.
was there
They
in
had Dwight
2020.
Howard for that. And DeMarcus was
yeah,
still-
you know what made it. No,
Stop,
stop,
he got
stop.
injured and couldn't play
Jalen.
the
This is the
run.
revisionist history I'm talking about. What made AD special was the fact that he was mobile. So even when you had Dwight Howard, you had AD roaming, recovering.
See,
With
DeMarcus is a
two
mobile
slow,
big, too.
big ass
He's a
centers,
mobile big
that's
though.
not gonna
DeMarcus
work.
wasn't slow. That's the problem. Y'all think DeMarcus
he
was
wasn't.
like really old school.
What was he then fast? nigga?
Size? But no, for his size, he was relatively mobile.
No, he was not.
just
He
slow for the
lied to
big-
you.
He's not Jonas
Laterally.
Valanciunas. He's not
He was
Jonas
laterally
Mobile
Valanciunas.
offensively, but not
He's
defensively.
not Jonas Valanciunas. Stop it. He wasn't like.
I mean,
Jalen,
offense,
are
he
you
was
are
pretty
you
quick.
saying he was quick, like he could like get up and down the floor? Or are you saying laterally he was
mobile? I'm saying that laterally he can move around on his side, not
Okay,
not
you're
necessarily right up down. I think
You're
mobile is fine.
capping.
You're
No,
legit just capping.
I think DeMarcus Cousins is a very mobile big man, especially for his size.
Very mobile.
Have you
For his
seen
size.
Boogie move on defense?
Better than J-Val. I'm just saying he's not. You got he's better than like Andre Drummond and J-Val and those guys. So he's
I
not
don't know if he's better
closer
than
to
Andre
those
Drummond.
guys.
Yeah,
But
a
he's
bunch
obviously
of
not a
bad
guy like
defenders.
Bam,
Is
but
he
he's
better than
not-
Andre Drummond?
he's not
Andre
mobile.
can
He's
move
more mobile.
laterally. I just watched some
I
games
think DeMarcus
yesterday.
is more mobile.
Andre Drummond in the
Come
passing lanes, moving.
on,
saying.
man. Come on.
Nah, I
Maybe
think he's
now.
more mobile than those guys. That's all. I think he's more mobile.
Bro, that nigga DeMarcus Cousins is ass, bro. He's not good.
Ass is
Okay,
great.
see, KB maybe he's dragging it, but we have a super chat that is still relevant. Drink More Water said, swap Cousins and Sabonis. Do the Kings get better?
They get worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're just capping. Now we're just capping.
Yeah.
Yes, they get
better. They better get better, bro. I think
they still lose to the Warriors though because Steph is
yeah, they still lose. They still lose. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They might have a revenge
Come on, Looney is stopping DeMarcus.
Yeah,
Kevon Looney's a very.
I'm gonna lie. I'm happy with the
Kevon's a very good defender.
Draymond Green matchup. I'm happy.
I'm happy with that. Draymond Green is having so much fun with
Marcus
that.
is 35 and 12 on him on like. 50.
And on top of that, if Draymond Green is missing games,
he'll get you like 20. He'll get 20.
That's so tough.
Oh yeah, I'm Boogie's good for 2 techs in the series at least.
I'm saying
he good for an elbow. He good for an elbow.
If Steph scores 50 points, hey, the Warriors still got it. You know.
I mean, Steph will have like 60 on Boogie. Just saying.
But how many times is DeMarcus passing the ball to De'Aaron Fox? Yeah, we got
they can do a lot of plays, you know, pick and roll.
How many times
he's gonna have to.
How many times do you make an accurate?
Mike Brown don't play that.
Well, there might be like 6 turnovers, but like 5 times he might make the pass. So,
I mean, it's no different.
That's like when they got decent space.
Brick mid-range shot. Like they're still getting the ball back.
Malik Monk out there.
Yeah, DeMarcus actually hit like
Marcus Cousins. Oh,
Sabonis just was really that bad on offense. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But someone in the Superchat said I got bullied for taking a nose bow ring. I don't own I don't wear piercings.
Boogie's year in New Orleans, he was averaging 5 turnovers a game.
I mean,
who was the coach? Let's blame the coach.
5.4 assists to 5 turnovers.
He was definitely a turnover machine. I'm
probably the coach.
Fight you on that.
That's Russell Westbrook numbers.
They give Russ more credit.
Mark,
I ain't gonna lie. 5 turnovers a game in a 48 game sample size is crazy.
That's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot. Was that an anomaly? Like
you still consider him a good passer?
3.8.
Well,
a good passer. I didn't
before that, he was averaging around 4. So he came in 3.3. That's fine. 2.7, whatever. 3, 3.5, 4.3, 3.8, 3.7, and then 5, and then he was injured.
I have to go look back on what
so that 5 seems like an outlier.
I have to go look back and see where
5 was his first full year in New Orleans. It seems like he just got given more responsibility as a passer and started turning the ball over.
Blame the coach. Blame the coach.
That was Drew Holiday on the team too. I don't think he was doing a lot of ball.
So what does that mean?
Don't blame Alvin Gentry. He coached the 2010 Phoenix Suns. That's fine.
Exactly. When he actually had a legitimate passer.
Steve Nash is the
he had 5 turnovers. Y'all had 25 and 13. 25 and 13 and 5 assists. Come on. So yes.
What was the turnover?
5 turnovers a game.
5 turnovers
and 1.6 blocks, 1.6 steals, 25 points, 13 rebounds. What? So yeah, I'll take the 5 turnovers if he's giving me that.
Westbrook has averaged about 5 turnovers once.
I'll give me the 5 turnovers. He's giving me
the only time Westbrook has averaged 5 or more turnovers was his MVP year.
See, there you go. And people love that MVP year, right?
He averaged double the amount of assists.
Come on.
And DeMarcus shot 35% from 3 on 6 attempts. I'm taking
James Harden averaged 5 turnovers twice.
Bro, 35%
is that good?
on 6 attempts.
So there we go.
Well, I get it. 5 turnovers is bad. Look at everything else he gave you. Look at everything else he gave you.
DeMarcus Cousins is not good, bro.
I'm talking about like a primary option, not ball dominant.
I ain't gonna lie. I did not know Boogie had a season or half a season.
Funny.
Yeah, 5 is high. I'm not gonna lie. 5 is definitely high.
BVR. I'm gonna read this last super chat, then we're just gonna wrap things up because I'm tired. Drip Baylor said start bench cut defensively. 21 Bron, Steve Nash, Jordan Poole.
What?
So cut LeBron,
bench Nash,
cut LeBron, cut Steve Nash,
defensively.
Yeah, you just cut one. Just cut one.
Oh, defensively.
You got cut off.
I'm not answering this question, dog. What the fuck?
Jordan Poole is last, even though they're all cut.
I think Jordan Poole might be last.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Start Bron, bench Nash, cut
Poole.
Yeah.
That's it in order.
I'm starting Bron, I'm benching Poole, I'm cutting Nash. Okay.
Wow.
You ain't cutting Steve Nash defense.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Poole is horrible.
Yes, sir. You know,
I feel like Nash might have been a better. I don't know.
Who did Bron like that?
Yo,
Nash was bad on defense.
Actually, no, I'm starting Poole. I'm benching Bron.
I feel like Nash really tried, but he just was bad. He just didn't have it. But he
Nash was aware. He was just so small. He just had no impact on people.
Whereas Jordan Poole is not aware, and he's small, and he doesn't.
Yo, Jordan Poole at 22 wasn't that bad as a defender. Y'all are just dragging.
Let's end the show, guys. I appreciate it.
What about 23?
Open gym back on Thursday. KB wrapped the show with that terrible take. Jalen, you're cooked as well, buddy. But thank you everyone.
DeMarcus